post-game interview. Shohei Ohtani's scoreless inning streak snapped at 32 2/3 innings as the Dodgers beat the Mets 8-1. I'm Martin Weiss.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends, everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
Ladies and gentlemen.
All I know is you never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
What is it with you and this obsession with this varsity crap?
People come to us because we don't sell them on anything. They can't refuse because of the implication.
You wonder ever you're a bad man? World needs bad men. We keep the other bad men from the door. Some things are a matter of duty.
The world's greatest radio show in Tennessee.
That doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough to dispute. I was about to take advice from a clown who dives headfirst into the shallow end of the pool.
It's Talk Sports with John Reed and Cody McClure.
If it is to be said, so it be. So it is. So it is. So it is. So it is. If it's a Tennessee thing, well, I'm holding on.
Coming at you live from the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. John Reed, Cody McClure, Sam Beard, Bad News, Bubba Shone. Happy Thursday morning to you, April 16th. Let's talk some sports and some other things. Cody McClure, a.k.a. Diet Coke Boy, a.k.a. Where's My Coffee? What's up, dog?
Good morning, John. What is up with it, as they say?
I say what's happening.
What is going on?
What's happening?
How you doing? How's your hammer hanging?
Good afternoon.
Don't take any wooden nickels. Bon voyage. I don't know. Good to be here. Good to be anywhere. I see you have your MAGA hat on today.
No.
Supporting the cause?
No, this is an Atlanta Hawks hat.
Oh, yes, it is.
It's kind of sad that that's what you think of when you see red immediately, but no.
Well, I see a big old red hat on a big old head. It makes me think.
I'm wearing my Atlanta Hawks hat.
Mm-hmm. But if you just kind of squint, just kind of squint at it, it's hard to tell. Good morning to the freaks, as well as Sam and Bubba. And anyone who may be listening, I hope the world is treating you well, as it is another beautiful day here in our fair city. I'm all right, I guess. Nothing really to report for me. Rod Stewart was in town last night.
Doing what?
Singing.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. He was singing at a concert at the Thompson Bowling City Food Arena Center. I heard it was a good show, good performance. You know, I saw Rod 3 or 4 years ago. I think he's 82 now. He's old. I was impressed when I saw him just because of the show he puts on for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like he goes out of his way to put on a good show for you. He's got a lot of backup dancers. He's got a lot of like dancers. He's got these violinists, these women who play violins, and this whole. Rod knows how to put on a show, you know, even at 82 years old, because obviously he's not what he used to be.
Sure.
You know, but I appreciate his effort to entertain. At least that's how I felt a few years ago. And so I didn't have any interest in going and seeing him again this time, but looked like a good crowd. There was a big surge off of it, so I guess some folks probably enjoyed it. Let us know if you went and saw Rod Stewart and if you enjoyed it in the comments. What do you make of a 10th top secret government official being whacked?
What do I make about what? A 10th?
Have you seen this going around?
No.
It's now up to 10. It's these top secret
Oh, wait, maybe I have seen
government officials.
Maybe I have seen some of this.
It's the guys who are like at the top, or you know, who really know things about things, like, and who knows what it is, you know, aliens or Epstein, or I don't know what exactly, but it's become a pattern to the point where like a 10th guy has died, kind of mysteriously, unexplainably. Just disappeared. Like, it's obviously they're being whacked, and I wonder why. I wonder what they know and what's going on.
The only thing I saw yesterday was that RFK is cutting off raccoons' hogs.
And there goes our one headlines.
He's doing what? Cutting off raccoons'
RFK
hogs?
cut off a raccoon penis. Hear more about it in 1 hour.
Okay, so just one penis?
That we know.
I guess I need to wait an hour to find out. Okay.
It is a very real story. Sam is right on it there.
What do I search for what you're talking about, Cody?
Type
another high-ranking official dead.
Google 10th government of top secret. You got to put top secret. 10th top secret government official whacked, and see if anything comes up with that.
Couldn't have been too top secret.
What do you mean? I think it's just people who had access to that. Are you seeing it? I mean, I heard about this on
Steven Garcia, but I'm not sure that there's anybody reputable writing about it yet. Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, they are because I heard it on News Talk 98.7 last night.
The only thing it pulls up for me is Perez Hilton, the Bro Bible, the Economic Times, Stephen Garcia. That's who you're talking about, right?
Well, I don't know the guy's name. I know whoever just died is the 10th guy to die.
Is News Nation legitimate?
I mean,
the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail's legit. Okay,
yeah, I mean, it's
missing nuclear official. Okay.
Yeah, it could be nuclear stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on out there.
Another person with links to America's nuclear secrets has gone missing.
These guys are getting whacked. It's the 10th guy.
This guy vanished without a trace on August 28th. He was last seen leaving his Albuquerque home on foot, carrying only a handgun. So I guess he knew somebody was coming to get him.
Well, it's worth keeping track of.
Garcia allegedly served as a property custodian at the facility. Okay. So he got top security clearance, but it wasn't like he was somebody like necessarily working directly with the nuclear stuff.
Well, we don't know what he was working with or what he saw.
Yeah. This article says he was a custodian.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I have a pretty good idea of what he was working with.
Well, it may say he's a custodian, but it's hard to, we don't know.
Okay.
He's the 10th guy to die.
10 of
these guys have died.
And how long?
In very recent months. This has been going around.
Recent years. Okay, so the government's contractor's sudden disappearance marks the 10th person with ties to America's space or nuclear secrets who has died or vanished in recent years, putting U.S. national security experts on edge. 4 of these officials have vanished without a trace, almost in the same manner as Garcia.
Mm-hmm. What's going on?
Yeah.
as Marvin Gaye once asked.
Sam, top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning. Doing solid. My mouth is hurting. Went to the dentist yesterday.
Oof.
It was bad.
Yeah.
I'd put it off for a while, and I had they said I had like a cavity on my wisdom teeth. Like, I don't need to get my wisdom teeth taken out, but I had like a cavity just way back in there, which I guess is kind of hard for me to brush consistently or something like that. But I was hurting yesterday. I got out of the dentist, and obviously my mouth was numb or whatever, but I was dying of thirst because I was in there with like a mouthpiece, and then they had cotton in my mouth.
So
my lips were so dry, and then I just was dying for my water bottle. I get to my car, and then I like take a sip, and half of it falls out of my mouth because my mouth is just so numb. And I was like, I just look like a 4-year-old here.
So what do they do? Do they still try to get back there and fill it?
Yeah, they basically just had to put a filling on it. They said it's like not going to be, it's not one that's going to have to get extracted, but they had to put a filling in it and stuff like that.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bad day.
Yeah.
Bubba, top of the morning to you, my friend. Good to see you.
Hey, thanks, John. Good to see you, too.
Thanks, man. Hell yeah. It's good to see you.
Absolutely, brother. Good to see Cody as well. Good to see Sam.
Great to see you, Bubba.
Dude.
When I hear Bubba in a good mood, that makes me
happy. Is there a
happy.
girl under that desk over there?
Nah, she's not here.
I've never seen Bubba in such a good mood.
Honestly, I have no idea what I did yesterday. I worked late. Took about 45 minutes to get home. Complained about that to myself in the car. And I got home, and I just kind of woke up. Scary situation. Woke up around after midnight, about 12:15ish, and on my computer, my tax information was still up there, and I yet to submit it. So I submitted it technically after midnight. So we'll see what happens there.
Penalty?
Maybe.
You'd probably be all right.
Jail, knocking down your door.
You can extend the deadline.
They ain't gonna do that if they owe me money. They're gonna try to avoid that for as long as possible.
You're going to go to jail. So you're up after midnight?
I woke up for about 30 minutes, and I said, man, I don't want to be up this late. So I panicked, and that little rush of adrenaline's like, all right, let me just submit this. I did.
Okay, Patsy Cline. Did you have a good night, Cody? Anything for you?
Patsy Cline?
What you have to do is submit?
She was out walking after midnight.
Oh, I was walking.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking of J.J. Cale.
For that song?
Eric Clapton. After midnight.
Oh, no, I was saying, I love walking after midnight.
Yeah.
That's a classic song. I love that song.
I learned something new yesterday, though.
I stopped to see a weeping willow.
So, apparently the grandpa from the Walton family was a communist, and he was, best friends with Woody Guthrie. And then he testified in front of Congress about revealing other members of the Communist Party, and he didn't want to do it.
Who was a communist?
The grandpa from the Waltons.
Sam Walton? He was not a communist.
Well, you might want to look into that.
Sam Walton was no communist.
He got in trouble in Hollywood because he didn't want to outlist others.
So maybe he wasn't the communist. Maybe he just didn't want to be a snitch. He said, I'm not Gucci Mane.
There's no way that was Sam Walton. That may have been another Walton.
There's a lot of Waltons, but
you don't remember the name?
I only know Jim Bob and John Boy and Jason and
John Boy and Billy. They're off the air now, which was a real hit for WIMZ, I tell you, because that morning show over there, oh, God. Ugh.
When I Google Sam Walton communist, nothing comes up to back that up, Bubba. It all says the contrary.
What was his name? Sam? I thought his name was Zeb Walton. Z-E-B.
Well, that may be a different Walton. Yeah. When you say the grandpa, I think Sam, but I don't know. Some of those Waltons now may be communists. I don't know. I don't know much about them.
Either way.
You talking about the Walmart people or the old,
I think we're talking about different people.
Well, when I hear the Waltons, I think of the Walmart family. Yeah. Who are you talking about? The TV show?
Yeah, the Waltons.
Oh. Sounds like we've miscommunicated.
Played by actors Will Geer or Geer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, miscommunication here between you and I. I was talking about Walmart.
I think they're far from it. The Walmart people.
Yeah, I wouldn't think they would be communist. I think they'd be some pretty pro-capitalist type of folk, you know, given all the money they've made. You think you could live under a communist regime?
Well, I don't think I'd die. So, yeah, I could live under it.
You feel all right about it?
Hell, I don't know.
They just tell you what you're going to do. And
ain't no different than what they're doing to us now.
No, not really.
Did you have a good night? Anybody do anything fun? I watched old Wrestlemania. I watched some old Wrestlemania matches.
Which one?
I showed, let's see. We watched, I was introducing my old lady to some of the classic matches. She was enthralled.
Let me guess.
No, you're not going to be able to.
Rhea Ripley.
Maybe. Let's hear. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you could guess.
I was going to say Rock Hogan, WrestleMania 17.
No. You think I'm going to start with Rock Hogan?
I don't know.
Do you know me? Do you
know I know you're a Stone Cold guy.
Do you know how I feel about Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
Then what makes you think I'm going to show her Rock Hogan?
Well, because I thought you might show her just because of the energy of that crowd.
No.
That's kind of known as like one of the great energy matches.
Yeah, that's fine, but I don't like Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
I wouldn't show her that. She'd be like, this guy's boring. He only does 3 moves.
Stone Cold and Bret Hart?
I did. That was the 4th one I showed her. We watched the very end of that. The very, very end. She barely saw it. She was dozing at that point.
Stone Cold and The Rock.
I showed her the second Stone Cold and The Rock.
Shawn Michaels and Undertaker?
No, we didn't get that far. Now, that's a good guess, Bubba, but the way it just kind of worked out is I had some of that on in the background yesterday, and then I was in WrestleMania 2000, and I got to the tables ladders, or the first ladder match between the Dudleys, Hardys, and Edge and Christian. So I was like, okay, we'll watch this tonight whenever we're eating dinner, or she's winding down from work.
Did she enjoy it?
Oh yeah, no, she liked it. She liked it. Then we watched the 2001 rematch where they get where Spike and Rhino and Lita are all out there. That one was cool. She was into that one. Then we watched after that one came. It was The Rock. She was like, why haven't I seen Stone Cold yet? And I said, okay, funny you should ask. So then we watched Stone Cold Rock from 2001. That's the spoiler heel turn. She could kind of grasp it. We also watched the end of Shane McMahon and Vince McMahon whenever Linda's comatose and she stands up and low blows or kicks Vince in the you know what. She thought that was funny.
So you're up to like over 5 to 6 wrestling matches that you've
likes
showed your old lady?
She likes it.
She was engaged on all of them?
Yeah. She was like, oh, my God, this is awesome. Now, she didn't.
By like number 6, she's sitting there like, oh, my God. But
no.
This guy keeps showing them.
No, she looks at the ring. She's like, okay.
I didn't make her watch. Look, when I say we watched Shane versus Vince, it was like the very end. And I was fast forwarding. I was like, oh, this will be funny. So she saw Linda. She was very enthralled by the whole Trish Stratus.
You show her when Kane chokeslammed Linda off the stage on Monday Night Raw?
No, but I think I've showed her where the Dudleys took Mae Young and powerbombed her off. She thought that was cool.
Mae Young.
So we just watched the end of Shane and Vince. But no, she loved the Stone Cold Rock. She loved it. She's like, I don't know who's going to win. She's like, this is cinema. They're both bleeding.
Yeah.
The Rock's kicking out while Stone Cold's just beating him with the chair.
You gonna show any ECW stuff?
Well, we watched the Dudleys, but I didn't show her. Like, we didn't go to any ECW stuff. We got too much of the WWE to catch up on.
You said there was some Rhino in there somewhere. You said something.
Well,
about
Rhino came from ECW. Same with the Dudley Boys, but
I know
he came out to help the Dudleys, and in that third ladder match, Lita, Spike, and Rhino were all out there because they were established characters at that point.
Who's your favorite ECW star, Bubba?
CM Punk.
Stone Cold, Steve Austin.
That's the new generation answer.
Stone Cold.
Yeah, you want to say Raven because he's also pretty cool.
I was going to say
Stone Cold was in ECW like in 93, 94.
Yeah, but does he count?
I don't think so.
As a
he didn't really
quote
wrestle.
unquote ECW guy.
He wasn't there to wrestle. Really, he was just there to cut promos.
Mine was Sabu.
That's some of his best promo work.
Sandman, remember the Sandman?
Do I remember the Sandman? I think Sandman spilled his beer on me one time in a small gymnasium, and I can't remember what city we were in, but I went to an old ECW show, like a local gym. Sabu
you were
Sandman.
you were about it.
Yeah, I was. I had an older brother too, so I got to tag along to some of that stuff.
Yeah.
I liked Taz a lot.
Taz, yeah.
But I think like overall, like from that era, I love the Dudley Boys. So I mean, like I guess I'd say them.
Bubba Ray and Devon.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, who didn't love the Dudley Boys?
Yeah.
The 3D, what a great finisher. Then they let Spike run around there.
You know, I got to say they really botched the heel turn. I thought in 2001 with Stone Cold. That was a big mistake. The crowd, the majority of the crowd cheers when he wins the title after he's done the most heel stuff ever. He just keeps hitting The Rock with a chair. And I don't think I'll ever get a chance to ask The Rock or Stone Cold. But like Stone Cold considers himself, a great wrestler, a psychologist, Bubba. He knows the inner workings. He knows how to put on a hell of a match, right? And maybe it was a late last-minute change, like in real life, because on TV it was, right before the match, like, this is now a no disqualification match between The Rock and Stone Cold. And everyone's like, oh, my God. Jim Ross like, what the hell? No disqualification. Who did this and why? She loved Jim Ross, how he could really sell it.
He's the greatest play-by-play. He's right up there with Jim Nantz in my book.
As God is my witness, he is broken in half.
Yeah.
Damn you!
When you think great play-by-plays, I mean, Jim Nantz, Al Michaels, Vern Lundquist, Jim Ross. He's right there with the best of them.
But it does. I would like to ask them because I do think maybe he's commented on somewhere that I haven't seen. But I respect Stone Cold's, his mind for the business. They call it a no disqualification match, Bubba, but there's two instances during that match where they both had the sharpshooter on each other. Stone Cold's in the ring bleeding, recreating, WrestleMania 13 against Bret Hart, but he makes it to the rope and the ref makes him break the hold. And then just a little bit later, he puts it on The Rock and The Rock makes it to the rope and they have to break the hold. And I'm like, but it's no disqualification. You don't have to break a hold. When somebody grabs the rope. So I'd like to ask Austin if he regrets that or what happened there.
Was it an accident?
Or just was it an oversight? Yeah, like did Vince change it, make it no disqualification at the last minute? They already had this spot planned and they couldn't audible. Because I'd imagine a perfectionist would look at that and be like, man, that was a real big mistake. Because I was watching it and say, whoa, that's not right. Botch. 2 botches from 2 great performers. So that's how I spent most of my day. Yesterday, my evening, about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I had the basketball on my phone. 2 great games again. Steph Curry, turning the clock back. Tennessee making noise in the transfer portal. We'll talk about both those things. Coming up next, let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Take Fan Run Radio with you on the all-new Fan Run app. Just search for Fan Run Radio wherever you download your apps.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends, everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Good morning, Knoxville. I'm Aiden Sidoti, and this is your TalkSports update for Thursday, April 16th. Tennessee basketball picked up a major portal addition as Notre Dame transfer forward Jalen Harrelson committed to the Vols. Harrelson, one of the top freshmen in the ACC last season, averaged 16.2 points and 4.2 rebounds for the Fighting Irish. In golf, amid reports that Saudi Arabia's public investment fund might be on the verge of pulling its funding for the league, Live Golf CEO Scott O'Neill told staff in an email Wednesday that its season will still go on as planned. In the NBA, Tyrese Maxey scored 31 points and VJ Edgecombe added 19 as the 76ers without Joel Embiid defeated Orlando 109-97 to secure the 7th seed in the East. To stay up to date on all transfer portal action happening on Rocky Top, head over to fanrunradio.com or check out the new Fan Run Sports app. And now back to you guys in the studio.
Let's talk. Let's talk some Tennessee basketball. Yesterday, a successful day. A successful day for Tennessee basketball as they were able to lock down some names.
You betcha.
Jalen Harrelson, the Notre Dame transfer, made it official. He is headed to Rocky Top.
Yep, that was great news to hear yesterday.
You know, Quasimodo predicted all of this.
That was great news. That's a great scene.
Quasimodo? Do you mean Nostradamus?
Quasimodo. Bobby Bacala.
What's the difference?
R.I.P.
What's the difference? So yeah, Tennessee landed Jalen Harrelson from Notre Dame, and the winds are blowing. Momentum is right there with you to add Juke Harris and to add Terrence Hill from VCU.
Man, it's going to be hard not to be fired up if you land these pieces that you're hoping for. I mean, Rick is bringing in scorers galore. And, you know, there's still hope, too, for Nate Ament. I doubt it's all going to swing our way, right? Like, you don't expect to get everybody you want.
No, I think at this point you feel really good about both those guys.
Well, yeah, I mean on the Ament part.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, if you want to say that you're not going to get Ament.
But can you imagine? I mean, it's hard for me when I hear these things to not get my hopes up. Like, you know, you had the Pete Nakos bomb yesterday on Ament, basically saying that if he wasn't a lottery pick, that Tennessee's in a really good position to.
Did you consider that a bomb?
I don't know. I mean, I heard it live when it happened. I heard him, you know, talking about it.
That didn't feel like necessarily a bomb to me.
Maybe not a bomb, but it got me excited.
To me, that felt like a no duh.
Got me a little bit excited.
Okay. Well, if it got you excited, then I'll be excited too. But like when I heard it, I was like, okay, so wait, you're going to tell me that if he's not a lottery pick, he'll come back to school. To me, that's a no doy situation. Like if they tell him like, hey, Nate, you're probably not going to be a lottery pick, then there's no reason for him to go pro. I said it like I tweeted it, but I'll reiterate it here and ask you, what if he's number 12 overall or number 13 overall? Because that's still a lottery pick.
Well, that's where, where's the cutoff going to be?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Like, Nako's coming out and saying, if he's not a lottery pick, that could mean anything. Or that could mean 15th, that could be 25th, whatever. But, like, is he really just going to be happy if he's number 13 or 14? Still a lottery pick.
Right. Yeah.
What about number 10? Where's the number? Like, that's what I'm interested in. How high does Nate Ament feel like he has to go to be comfortable to go to the NBA?
And that is the question. But on the off chance that, and yesterday I said I'd just leave 5% hope for that. Maybe I bump it to 10% after hearing Pete Nakos. But even without Nate, I mean, let's just pretend. Let's just go into this. Let's not get our hopes up thinking Nate Ament's coming back. And let's look at it without Nate. You got to feel really good, right, about your transfer haul right now. Especially once you land Juke Harris. Which I had seen another thing yesterday that Michigan had kind of, I don't want to say given up on him, but basically kind of accepted that it looks like he's going to Tennessee.
Uh-huh.
Did you see that?
I see that they've said, I've seen both things from North Carolina fans. One of their news aggregators came out and said, the confidence is waning. They were fading, I think is the word they used. But then I saw another that they're trying to say that Tennessee landing Harrelson and being heavily in the mix for Hill means that Juke Harris ain't going to go there. So I've seen some people clinging to some hope.
We just got to hope that Barnes can teach these guys to play defense, I suppose.
I'm not worried about that. The standard is the standard. And look, even if the defense slips, it isn't a top 5 defense anymore. As long as it stays in the top 30, Sam, what's the analytic cutoff there? Every year you see, as long as you have a top X offense and a top X defense, you're a championship contender. It's just like top 25, right, for defenses?
Yeah, I feel like it hovers kind of right around that number.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about a Rick Barnes team playing bad defense as a team. Like, I just think, to me, I'm surprised that it's kind of taken this long a little bit in the transfer portal era of like, hey, we're going to stick to our guns of maybe using some more defensive-minded guys than offensive-minded guys. Like, I feel like this is a good strategy from Rick, just saying, let's go get scorers that we know can be serviceable defenders, and let's turn them into Rick Barnes defenders and know that I can't teach them how to score.
Well, I mean, he did that. The 19 team was that way. And some, say that was the best team Barnes has had. I don't know if I agree with that, but, like, it was one of the best teams. But if you go back and look at that team, Sam, the makeup there was number 3 offense on KenPom, number 42 defense.
I mean, they were 31-6.
Yeah, and they were ranked number 1 in the country at one point.
For about a month.
Yeah, they have a claim to it.
They were 23-1 at one time.
Got bounced out in the second, or in the Sweet 16, but they were an awesome team. But they were the number 3 offense and the number 42 defense.
It was so fun.
The irony there is that your defense is kind of what let you down, I guess, not being able to stop Ryan Klein or stop Carson Edwards without fouling him. But, like, Barnes hasn't always just said defense, defense, defense. There was a time where he rolled it out and said, "Yep, let's just go with it."
That was so fun when we were 23-1.
That was cool.
Just rolling through teams. Remember that game we went down to the swamp and we were gator chomping them?
Sure.
That was a lot of fun.
The
Number 1 team.
The 2021 Vols had the 85th ranked offense and the 5th defense, though.
That would have been the Oregon State loss.
Yeah. 2022, 35th offense, 3rd ranked defense. That team.
Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Second round.
Yeah, second
Michigan
round team.
Loss.
Yeah.
Was that team.
That's a Michigan loss.
That's the last time we weren't in the Sweet 16.
And that one's always been hard for me to judge because I felt like you didn't necessarily have an offense problem on that team. It's just everybody missed all their shots in that game against Michigan. Like, you missed 23s in a row. But Vescovy's a good shooter. Chandler was a good offensive player. Josiah could knock down some shots if open. They just all combined to lose their mind and not be able to make shots.
That was the game we went. Did you just say the number?
I said we missed 20 in a row, but that was
just like 3 for 24 or something like that.
2 for 21 is actually the number that's in my head from that game.
Okay.
So
it was bad.
Not literally 20 in a row, but I want to say you were 2 for 21 in that game from 3, if my memory serves me correctly.
I feel like you were 3 for something.
Okay, let's look. Tennessee, Michigan.
3 for 23 is the number I have in my head.
Second round. That'd be what, 2022?
3 for 23. That's what
Sam, do you have a guess? You want to get in the game?
I was at that game, so
I was
should
too.
know. I'm going to go 2 for 24.
Okay, Bubba. Are you going to do the Price is Right? $1. We are 0 for 1.
We'll go 5 for 15.
Well, you're way off on the 5 for 15. 2 for 18. So I guess I win because I said
2
for
for
21.
18.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it was.
2 for 18.
That's bad.
Zakai went 0 for 4. Vescovy 1 for 5. Josiah Jordan James 0 for 6 from 3. Chandler 1 for 3.
Isn't it amazing though that was 5 years ago, and that was like that was peak Rick Barnes ain't got it in March narrative.
Sure. Yeah.
Like Rick Barnes he's great in the regular season, but he just can't do anything in the tournament. And we have not missed the second weekend since then.
Yeah, and again,
cool.
I chalked that one up to just the players choking. That's how I felt leaving that game, was that the players just choked. That's kind of what made me a Rick Barnes supporter, because, in 2020, things weren't good. 2021, we had the 85th ranked offense. Things weren't good. You lost to Oregon State. Like, the momentum was headed towards, like, Rick Barnes ain't got it. I thought the opposite in 2022. I thought his team let him down, and just guys were missing wide open shots. Like, I hate when people say it in sports. Like, what do you want the coach to do? Go catch the football too? What do you want the coach to do? Go do this? But, like, I did kind of feel that way in this game. Rick Barnes can't go there and knock down open shots for him. Like, at a certain point, the players just have to hit open shots.
Well, if they're missing open looks, like, you can't really complain, can you?
Right. In that game you missed, of the 2 of 18, a lot of them were open.
Yeah.
Man, seeing Zakai 0 for 4. Feels like every year during his run when we got knocked out, he threw a real stinker up in the elimination game.
Yeah.
0 for 4 in that game. He was awful against Purdue. He was awful against Houston. He didn't get to play against FAU. And maybe you would have beaten them in 2023. Maybe you would have had a better run had he not torn his ACL. That year, you were the 64th ranked offense, the first best defense in the country.
Uroš Plavšić.
2024 of Dalton Connect, you were the 28th best offense, 3rd best defense. 2025, you were the 17th best offense, 3rd best defense.
Those defense numbers are incredible.
This year, you were the 31st best offense, 14th best defense.
Yeah, we slipped just a little bit defensively this year.
Yeah, we did. We slipped as a team too.
Yeah.
As you saw, we were a 6th seed. But, like, point being, you have to go all the way back to 2019 since the last time Tennessee had a better offense than defense. Now, I do think it's a fair prediction right now to look at this roster, look at this transfer portal haul. Here are the guys rumored to be joining in the next day, and think that this year, I think I'd take the offense over the defense in 2027.
Well, it feels like that's the calculated approach. It feels like Barnes knew he knows that he needs more scorers, and he's all in on getting this Final Four. He's doing everything he can. He's got the budget to do it. That's what's great, is that we've got the money to do this. Our athletic department, the boosters, they are investing in our basketball program as well as anybody around the country.
No, the money's there. The money's there. And like you've got a big buy-in here, and I think you've got a lot of people pretty excited. And I would say, let this be a lesson to the lot of you out there. A lot of people are freaking out whenever the JP Estrellas and Jalen Carey's were entering the transfer portal, and everybody was, oh my God, what's happened to our roster? We're losing everybody. Oh my God, Clarence Masamba's entered the transfer portal. Mari Evans wants all this money, just give it to him. We have to have bodies. The transfer portal's been kind to Tennessee and Rick Barnes, especially. And it seems like they have a pretty good reputation. It seems like they got a pretty good idea of relationships and who they can get. And I would say that right now, Cody, if you get Hill, if you get Juke, I'd say the vast majority of this fan base will be more excited for next year than they would have been had you kept all these guys on your roster.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It's just the unknown. It's that brief period of time where you don't have any players. You know, some people freak out at a moment like that. It's like all our players are leaving. We ain't going to have nobody. You know, it's just a new era. You got to replace all you guys.
Any other thoughts, Sam, Bubba?
Give me another.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think all accounts, Tennessee's in a really good spot with both Juke Harris and Terrence Hill. I don't think the Harrelson news would spook anybody off. Along with having the same agent, there was talk out there that Juke Harris and Jalen Harrison are friends too. Harrelson are friends as well. So like I would think that they, not a package deal, but you know, probably very comfortable playing with each other and excited about the opportunity of playing together. So that shouldn't scare Juke off by any means. And Hill would be coming in here to try to run point. So like I think that would be a nice boost and bonus and not a detriment either.
I think every guy that we've gotten in the portal too has got like a unique skill set that there's not a whole lot of crossover kind of from other different guys on our team. Where I feel like when we've gotten out of that, maybe even the starting five, it's just like every guy off the bench just kind of plays the same kind of role. They do the same thing. But like, I think you've got this Harrelson kid is kind of that slashing scorer, you know, kind of guard / forward. You've got Lundblade is that sharpshooter on the outside. You know, you've got a couple big guys that you're bringing back. You're hoping that this Juke Harris guy can kind of be that combo everything guy. You've got Day is kind of that shooter and point guard type of guy too. So
yeah, I do wonder how he feels. Like I think the trio we've talked about probably feel pretty comfortable. I do wonder how Day Ames feels because he was the first in the boat. I do wonder if he feels like he maybe is getting lost in the shuffle a little bit.
Well, if you get these guys that you say we're going to get, the biggest question then becomes just what are you going to do at point guard, right?
Well, I think it'd be kind of almost by committee. You want to have multiple
approach.
Yeah, you want to have multiple ball handlers out there, which I do think is where the game is headed. Like I do think the best teams, both in the NBA and in college basketball, you have multiple guys out there who can penetrate and create for others.
Well, you're going to need a guy who can create. I mean, you've got to have that in basketball. If you're going to, I mean, you know, you saw Michigan, they had that Cadeau.
Yeah.
I mean, he was kind of their guy.
Well, all these guys so far seem like they could put pressure on defense through scoring. Now, I think you hope that so many of the scorers who could get to the rim then open stuff up for everybody.
And you'll need to add maybe another good big, right?
Yeah, you still need a big.
You got the Miles Rubin coming in,
yeah,
and then you got Dwayne coming back.
You still need at least one quality big, or at least one depth piece big. I shouldn't say quality, one rotation big.
And there's a couple guys that they're looking at.
Day Ames provides a little shooting at 37.5%. Lundblade provides some shooting at over 40%. Both those guys are going to be very key because it's not like the other guys really get credit for being knockdown shooters. We'll keep you posted if anything breaks, but like I said, Tennessee feels like they're in a pretty good spot to land a couple more players, I would assume, today. We'll talk some more basketball. Stick with us. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Check out exclusive Fan Run video content on YouTube. Just search Fan Run Sports and be sure to like and subscribe.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
Surfside is made with vodka, real tea, and real juice, and has only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right. No bubbles, no troubles. That's why Surfside was named the 2025 Spirit Brand of the Year by MarketWatch. Their variety packs come with options: iced tea, lemonade, or green tea. Find your flavor by trying them all. Surfside, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older to enjoy. Party smart.
Posted on any Tennessee basketball news that comes down the chute. I assume I know the answer, but did any of you watch any of the NBA last night?
No. What do you make of them forcing these 7 seeds to play? It's a little bit unfair, isn't it?
You mean like the fact they don't get in a playoff spot?
Yeah. They earned it in the regular season.
Yeah, you got to have it even. So would you rather say just the 8 gets a bye and then plays the winner of the 9-10 matchup and 7 gets in?
Well, that was one suggestion I heard.
Yeah. I mean, you could say that for sure.
But the 7 seed, they didn't do anything wrong. They earned their spot.
You could say the same thing about the 8 seed. What's different about the 7 seed and the 8 seed?
Well, yeah, but the 7 seed just earned one higher. I don't think I like the play in.
Okay.
I don't think these teams shouldn't be there. The 9s and the 10s, they're not good enough. They didn't earn it.
Okay, I mean that's a take.
That's what I believe.
I think the NBA enjoys having like a tournament game, creating.
But it's not a tournament game. That's another thing. The stats don't count for.
It is a tournament game in the sense that you win and you advance and you lose and you go home.
It's not a regular season game. It's not a tournament game. The stats don't count. What if a guy goes off for 72 points and that just gets lost in the? It's just lost.
That is a weird thing, but I understand why they can't add it into playoff because it's not quite the playoff, but it's not quite the regular season. It is a weird statistical thing they do where they don't really count it. Same as the the in-season tournament championship.
Yeah, we got way too
either.
many games that don't matter.
Those games matter, though. That's the point. Like, last night was fun. These games have been good so far.
They don't count.
They do count. The Warriors are alive. The Clippers are now in the lottery. But really, they're not because the Thunder own their pick. So now the Oklahoma City Thunder have a lottery pick, courtesy of the Clippers, who kind of feels like a season from hell for the Clippers.
I'm out on the play-in. The format is trash.
You were never in the first place.
And
you
if you're arguing against it, just know you're arguing against Rob Parker, because these are all the points he made.
So Rob Parker thinks the 7 seed has earned it, but not the 8 seed?
Well, he thinks the 8 seed's earned it too, but
okay, so he doesn't want the play-in at all.
Yeah. Well, he didn't say that specific. Well, he did say that. He said do away with it, but then they took callers to see, are you about the play-in or are you not about it?
I mean, me personally,
and it was kind of split.
Me personally, I enjoy the one and done games or the elimination games or win and you're in type of games. And also, like, I like that it incentivized a team like the Charlotte Hornets to try as hard as they could to get into the playoffs, and then they fall just a game short. But now, thanks to beating the Heat, they are now 1 game away against an Orlando Magic team that I don't want to see in the playoffs. I hate this Orlando Magic team so much. So, like, I hope the Hornets beat the Magic, and then we get a better team in the playoffs. Same for a team like the Golden State Warriors last night, who came in 37-45. Now, you could say 37-45.
That's not a playoff team.
You don't deserve to be a playoff team at 37-45.
You got to win at least 50% of your games.
You could say that. Now, there have been teams that haven't won at least 50% of their games make the playoffs as an 8 seed back in the day. That used to happen in the East all the time. I want to say the Hawks in 2008, actually, the year they took Boston to 7. I want to say maybe they were 37-45, Cody. But so that has happened, Rob Parker.
The Clippers were trash. Well, just about the whole season, they got it together for a little bit, but they started off terrible.
Well, they started off terrible. That's true, but like they started off terrible like the first 21 to 25 games. Then they were really, really good.
That's not a playoff team.
Well, you could say they were a playoff team the last like 55 games, but either way, I digress. I think overall, as a league and as fans, last night seeing Steph Curry erupt in the second half and have Steph Curry in this type of setting is overall good for the league. We got to see Steph Curry. And the Warriors haven't been healthy. He's been hurt. Horford's been hurt. Porzingis has been hurt. Butler got hurt earlier. I do like that they are now at least going to get to play another game where we get to see Steph Curry against Devin Booker and see who rises to the occasion. Last night it was Steph Curry versus Kawhi Leonard. Steph Curry rose to the occasion. Kawhi Leonard got absolutely clamped. He got absolutely shut down by Draymond Green in the fourth quarter.
That wouldn't have happened in 2019.
No, probably. I don't know. Draymond was a pretty damn good defender in 2019.
Draymond, yeah.
But they did lose to the
dirtiest player in the game.
They did lose to the Raptors, and they couldn't clamp Kawhi. So I guess you're right there.
Draymond's a Ric Flair of the NBA.
But last night he had him clamped. Kawhi basically went scoreless in the fourth quarter. He got 2 garbage time points when they were down like 7 with like 20 seconds left. So I don't even really count those. Meanwhile, Steph Curry scored 25 points, Cody, and hit 5 threes.
Well, I'm sure he did.
5 threes in the second half. He scored 35 and hit 7 in the game. That was pretty fun.
That's Steph Curry for you.
So I think that overall is good for the NBA.
So did they win?
The Warriors won, yeah. So they eliminated the Clippers.
So Steph Curry will be in the real playoffs?
No, he has to win another game on Friday.
Oh, my God. Another one?
Well, yeah, 9 and 10 play. The winner plays the loser of 7 and 8.
That's why their playoffs take 6 months, Cody.
I'm
not going to hear that from a hockey fan. All right,
but the hockey playoffs end before the NBA playoffs end, and they start 2 weeks earlier.
Well, that's because
NBA players get caught. Oh, you can't play back to back. Your ankle's hurt. I'm so sorry.
These guys are still playing regular season games in NHL,
and they'll finish their season before the NBA does, and they're
why
getting into car crashes 15 times a game.
You know why? Okay, let's calm down the car crash. Don't they play like 20 minutes? Don't the players play like 20 minutes? All right, we're like.
They're playing.
No wonder they can play back.
The NHL is
they only
physically taxing 5 times more than the NBA.
They only have to play 20 minutes a night. No wonder they can play back-to-back games.
Now you're not trying to
They're
argue.
They're physically going 120% for a minute at a time. These NBA players would die if they played 2 minutes of a hockey game.
There ain't no jumping in hockey.
You're not trying to
There's
argue.
There's not a single NBA player that could play that could play in hockey.
Well, I'd say they probably can't skate. You're probably accurate about that. I would say there's no NHL players that can play in the NBA.
These guys are so soft. The NBA is the stupidest postseason in the world.
There's
This playing game is
NHL
participation trophy after participation trophy.
There's no NHL players that can play in the NBA.
Takes
What the hell
4
are we
extra
talking about?
weeks. We give these guys like a week in between these series, and they have a sprained ankle.
You're not saying NBA players are tougher than hockey players.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying hockey players play 20 minutes a night. I need my line change. I can't be out there the whole game. I'm tired.
So stupid right now.
Put me on the bench. Line shift, please. Give me 3 units. Meanwhile, other guys, NBA players in the playoffs out there playing 40, 42 minutes, they don't get to come out.
Oh, man. So hard.
I don't get
cherry picking
twice
halfway up and down the court.
It's literally twice as hard. 40 minutes versus 20 minutes.
Yeah, bro, I mean, they're not playing defense, so they're not really doing anything too taxing.
That is true. Most of the hockey players kind of just hang out the center of the ice, right? Like most of them don't have to get back on defense.
That's why they're scoring 147 a game.
They kind of hang out in the neutral zone, right? Like most of the hockey players don't even have to play defense, right?
Another point in your favor. To your point, the hockey players don't even have to run.
They don't have to run. They don't have to jump.
They ain't even
They're
run.
not having to run or jump. And they don't have to play both sides of the court. They're playing old school basketball rules, Bubba, when it was 3-on-3 and 3 people stayed and played offense and 3 people played defense. That's what hockey is. Get the hell out of here.
Now
and they also don't have to worry about playing around TV contracts.
They also complain about
TV
too where they
viewership.
sleep at night. For the hotels, they got to have certain restrictions there.
Well, all the hockey players are between 5'7" and 6 foot. They're able to sleep a lot easier than the 7-foot basketball players. Yeah, of course.
Now the play-in it's done after this weekend.
It's done after tomorrow.
So next week we start the
Saturday
regular old
Saturday is the playoff.
Regular old playoff.
Yeah. So tomorrow you'll get Steph Curry versus Devin Booker and the Suns. Whoever wins is the 8th seed, and you'll get the Hornets and Magic. Whoever wins is the 8th seed. And they'll play the Pistons and the Thunder.
And then that second round will start around like mid-June.
Again, when you don't have to worry about TV contracts because nobody wants to watch the product, you can go a lot faster.
Nobody seems to want to go.
Kind of like how D3.
Why isn't ESPN getting these games? We got to go throw it to Prime Video?
Kind of like, I mean, that's like saying the NFL, no one wants to watch Thursday Night Football because it went to Amazon, Sam. Like, if the NFL goes to Amazon, I think it's a pretty good business model. Nobody wants to watch hockey, so they can play those back-to-back games because I don't have to worry about the TV crews getting there.
Let's all take a breath. Everybody take a breath.
Hour 1 in the books. We'll kick off hour 2 with some headlines. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. Fan Run Radio.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
It's baseball time in Knoxville. Your Knoxville Smokies are back in action and back home next week. Join us for a week packed full of fun with All-You-Can-Eat Wednesday, our Knox Vegas Thirsty Thursday with half-off draft beers. Come dance with the Smokies and fireworks on Saturday, and we're halfway to Halloween on Sunday. Woo! What a week. Reserve your seats now at SmokiesBaseball.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Smoky Mountain Brewery is the place to be for game day. From the moment you walk in, it's wall-to-wall big screens, making Smoky Mountain Brewery the perfect place to watch the Vols or your favorite team in action. With locations in Turkey Creek, Maryville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, you're never far away from a great time at Smoky Mountain Brewery. Try one of their world-famous microbrews like Black Bear Ale, Mountain Light, or Cherokee Ale. Juicy burgers, wings that bring the heat, and delicious handmade pizzas made with hand-tossed crust from the freshest ingredients and their own special sauce from a secret recipe, topped off with hand-grated cheese and farm-fresh toppings. And don't forget, those famous microbrews are also available in kegs for your next party or in 6-packs and growlers to go. So grab your crew and head to Smoky Mountain Brewery and tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life account, offering extra benefits, including bank travel. Experience the trip of a lifetime to Ireland. Explore rolling green hills, historic castles, and charming villages across the Emerald Isle. Get in on the fun. Call 865-429-7935 today.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
A bar has changed its name. They have rebranded and they have renamed it Yay Old Pubby McDrunkface.
You're listening to Talk.
Two kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. You know the dealio. Drink the light, refreshing White Claw Hard Seltzer. Drink it responsibly. Let's hit some Hour 2 headlines. What you got, Cody Mack?
Thank you, John. Kawhi Leonard says he's not stressed about his future. They asked him what the future looks like for him after the loss last night, and he just said, "Let me cry about this loss a little bit more." That was his quote. We'll have our discussions when that time comes. Asked whether or not he could see a future with the Clippers and if they were looking to rebuild, Kawhi remains mum on his future. The LIV CEO says that the season is going to continue at full throttle. There was some speculation, or more than speculation, that LIV may be in trouble amid reports that Saudi Arabia's public investment fund may be on the verge of pulling its funding for the league.
I mean, in trouble / dead, right? I mean, like it's over. Like, I mean, I don't think there's. Is there any even disputing that? I guess I think the question seemed to me, and Sam, correct me if I'm wrong, but the only thing left to decide is whether or not they're playing this weekend, in Mexico. Some players were threatening to not play because they were still trying to go through and do this tournament this weekend. It feels like that's the only reason they're trying to delay this, but it's clearly over.
Yeah. Well, there's reports that they may be on the verge of pulling the funding. But the LIV CEO says that this season will go on as planned, uninterrupted, and at full throttle. Our season continues exactly as planned.
Does that mean the whole season's going to get played, or he means this weekend's going to get played?
He says the season. He says, I want to be crystal clear. Our season continues exactly as planned, uninterrupted, and at full throttle. While the media landscape is often filled with speculation, our reality is defined by the work we do on the grass.
Okay.
We're heading into the heart of our schedule with the full energy of the organization. Bigger, louder, and more influential than ever before. It's kind of like Danny White saying yesterday that Kim Caldwell is what was his new quote yesterday? Let me see if I can pull it up.
I saw that he gave her props for basically making tough decisions and quick.
Basically said she's, still doing great. Everything's good. Nothing to worry about here. Nothing to see here. Let me see if I can find the quote. He went on the animal. I need to get you the exact quote.
I got time. I'll wait. Take it. Take your time.
I'm proud of Kim as a leader, he said. I admire how Kim, coming off a disappointing year 2 after a really exciting year 1, evaluated changes that needed to be made in the program and made them, and pretty decisively and aggressively. Yeah, there was a better quote than that, though. There was a better quote. It was a little bit closer to the she's doing a great job quote a couple months ago.
Are you sure?
Yeah, there was.
You haven't been able to find it, so I'm just curious.
Well, I heard it on the radio. A guy on the radio was talking about it.
Did you make it up?
No, it wasn't Rob Parker. They weren't talking about it, but some other guy on the radio.
By the way, props to your Rob Parker impression. That was really good.
They're not playoff games.
That's pretty good.
He's always got like
he's got
a stressed whine in his.
He draws it out too, like a little bit. Playoff games. That's how he says it.
Because they're not playoff games.
I like Rob Parker.
Well,
I used to really like him when he was on ESPN. Do you remember when he got canceled for calling RG3 a cornball brother?
No. I thought you were going to say Chris Broussard. He said the R word,
no,
right?
But he didn't get canceled. Chris Broussard's still like on that show because he was on there whenever Nick Wright went viral for calling LaMelo Ball a clown yesterday. He was like, he's a clown. He's always been a clown. He'll always be a clown.
A clown.
And Rob Parker's like, Chris Broussard's like, well, we can't say that he'll always be a clown. He might grow up. And Nick's like, you know what? You're right. We can't say that. But he's a clown now, and he's always been a clown.
He might not always be a clown.
Yeah, Rob Parker called RG3 a cornball brother. And everyone got really up in arms about that.
That's pretty good.
Basically said he's not one of us, is what he was saying.
Yeah.
To which I got to say that I feel like that take aged pretty well. Like I'd say most people kind of have come around on RG3 being kind of a chameleon.
The way that I know that I don't care about politics in sports is like because Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington, like if an issue comes up, they're pretty left. They're pretty woke about a lot of stuff. Like they were talking about John Gruden a few months back, like getting another job or something, and he was saying he's a racist. He shouldn't ever be employed by anyone again in the NFL circles. And they were just really going woke on it. And I was like, it's a little, come on. But
I mean, the stuff Gruden said was kind of,
yeah. But like, it doesn't. I was just gonna say the point is, it doesn't bother me. Like people get so wound up about politics. Like you can't. I can listen to any. It's like people that care about their musicians and their political affiliation. It doesn't matter to me at all, really.
Yeah.
Like I'll listen. If I like it, I like it. You know. People get worked up, man. Let's see. Speaking of politics, see if we got any politics for you today. The United States will launch a tariff refund system on April 20th, says Reuters.
On when?
April 20th.
They're going to send a bunch of money back to people?
It's kind of, seems that way. Seems that way. And Trump made kind of a low-key comment about you're not going to have to worry about paying income tax in the future. People are kind of running with that, which that's been a narrative before, that
sure.
They want to abolish the IRS. And the Pentagon has approached automakers, GM and Ford, how about this, about shifting some capacity to make arms and military supplies, says the Wall Street Journal. First time since World War II. The Pentagon approaching GM and Ford about shifting some capacity to make arms and military supplies. That's what we did way back in the day. What do you make of that?
Well, I don't know what to make of that. I was going to ask, is there more to the story that talks about like do we not have enough military stuff, I guess? Or do we just need newer stuff? Who usually makes it? Are we trying to manufacture a whole bunch like in a short amount of time?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the reason is behind it, but
Me neither.
The Pentagon has approached large auto manufacturers to discuss shifting from auto development to weapons.
This damn mission that was not a war is sure taking a long time.
It sounds like it sounds pretty warlike, doesn't it?
Yeah, this mission is a very, very long mission, I guess.
And the story that Sam mentioned to you at the top of the show, big story coming out yesterday. RFK Jr., our Secretary of Health, once chopped off a dead raccoon's penis to, quote, study later while on a family trip. Just found him some roadkill. Raccoon had been hit on the road, and he said, I'm going to take that penis with me.
I think this is even more weird after the story about the bear with him.
He's
Like
got a
how
lot
he
of crazy.
Killed the bear in Central Park or something like that.
Well, he is an avid animal genitalia researcher, says the New York Post. In his spare time, he's not doing this on the clock. But when he's not, focusing on the health and everything of the country, he does enjoy studying animal penises. And he once pulled his family sedan. This is a real story, by the way. He pulled the family sedan over to the side of the road after spying a dead raccoon and swiftly cut off the raccoon's penis to study it later. The bizarre account by the nation's top civilian health official was unearthed in a new book, RFK Jr., The Fall and Rise, authored by the Post's Isabel Vincent. Here's a quote. I was standing in front of my parked car on I-684, cutting the penis out of a road-killed raccoon, thinking about how weird some of my family members have turned out to be. Reads the surreal passage.
Chris Washington Jr., the number 49 overall recruit in this year's recruiting class, makes his decision today at 4:30 Eastern. It's another Tennessee basketball target that people have said Tennessee's in a good spot for. So there's another guy to keep.
Another guy worth mentioning is Jaden Hastings, 6'9", 240-pound forward out of Boston College.
Yeah, it's been a name. That's been a name linked to Tennessee too.
That is a big that has been linked to the Vols potentially. So he averaged 6.7 points a game and nearly 6 rebounds in his 31 games for Boston College last year. We just got a Boston College coach, right? So that may explain that.
Yeah,
because Barnes added a one of the BC coaches to the staff. So we'll keep an eye on that. And some college football news for you. A 60-year-old cancer survivor is trying to become the oldest person to play college football. Tom Green. He's a 60-year-old freshman political science major at McDaniel College. He has made the football roster. Apparently, Green owns a wooden pallet company in Pennsylvania and never went to college.
Now, is he walking on?
Well, I don't know, but he made the team, it says. 2015, he was diagnosed with kidney cancer. He beat it. He plays defensive line and, yes, made the D3 team as a walk-on.
D3, I doubt they're giving scholarships anyways. But
he's a full-time student.
When I hear Tom Green, cancer survivor, that's not where my mind went. I went back to the actor / MTV host, Tom Green, who survived testicular cancer. That's where I thought that was going.
Oh, well, this is a different guy who survived cancer. Different Tom Green.
Any other headlines? There's a pretty big one you're missing.
Well, some of them I saved for.
Yeah, but this one's too big to even save.
Is it Diana Rossini?
No,
With her?
It's a local story.
A local story?
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, I don't want to do the news for you. I just figured my big newsman would have the biggest local sports story of the day.
The biggest local sports story of the day?
Yeah. It's the biggest local sports story of the day. You're my news guy.
Okay.
I don't want to do your job for you. I don't want to step on your toes, but I was hoping that
Is it about one Knoxville SC? Is
Yeah.
that what you were going to tell me?
Yeah.
No.
They beat a damn MLS team last night.
They upset MLS side DC United in the U.S. Open Cup Thriller.
Yeah, they beat a MLS team. That's a pretty big accomplishment.
That is a big, yeah.
Like they're playing in this big tournament. I mean, like where they won the League One last year, so now they get to go and play these other teams and try to advance. And they took down an MLS team last night.
Yeah, I guess that is a big story. One Knoxville advanced to the U.S. Open Cup round of 16 Wednesday with a dramatic shootout victory over DC United.
I just wish I knew what any of this meant. Like, I obviously know that them beating an MLS team is very, very significant.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know what the U.S. Open Cup is. I don't know what winning it does for one Knox.
And look, I'm not going to pretend to be the best at this when it comes to soccer, but like I remember when I was reading about like Cincinnati, because Cincinnati got to the MLS
kind of like one Knox is
right,
in this.
and like a part of their journey was like beating an MLS team like in this cup. So like I do think, Sam, my answer again, and there's plenty of people that know more about this that maybe they could weigh in, but like I think it just really just puts you on the map, and then now maybe you can actually like invest some more money in it, and like now the dreams of like maybe working your way up. And I don't even know if it's realistic or feasible to have an MLS team in Knoxville since there's one in Nashville. But like, it's just,
I feel like this is like one of those much lesser leagues winning like a Champions League game or something like that. How like they win their league and they get invited to the Champions League or something like that. And then they won a game.
It kind of is, but like, I don't think beating DC United, like DC United is not some like global power that spends, $300 million on their roster. Like they're a level up above. This is like, to me, this, and again, I might be completely wrong, but this feels like a 15 seed beating a 2 seed in the NCAA tournament. Maybe a 16 seed beating a 1. I don't know, but like a 15 beating a 2 is how I view it.
We could never have a pro sports team here, right? I mean, it's just city's not big enough, right? I wonder what the lowest population big city is that has a pro team of any sort, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Like off the top of my head, I would think like Sacramento. How much bigger is Memphis than Knoxville population-wise?
A lot. Memphis is like 600,000 people.
And we're what?
Knoxville is like 180.
Okay.
In the whole metro area, I want to say Knoxville's about 800,000. I don't know how big of a city you have to be. We might be getting close to 1 million in the whole metro area.
Marwan writes in, says it's like the Smokies beating the Braves, but to me that feels extreme. It's 2 leagues away. Yeah, I know, but like to me, the DC United's not going to have the pay. I don't know. Maybe the Smokies would have. You could make the argument that the Smokies at least have maybe 5 big leaguers on their team at any given time.
The Knoxville MSA population is estimated at approximately 958,000 to 970,000. So we are approaching 1 million people in the metro area.
I don't think we obviously couldn't have like a professional sports league and like a big league.
I mean, that puts us above 3 cities. We got Canada for the Rough Riders for CFL, if we care about that.
No, American.
Packers.
That's a unique one, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that would fly in today's,
That's a good submission, though, Bubba, because that probably is the lowest population.
We are kind of similar, though, because apparently, according to this, New Orleans has a population of around 920,000.
What's the population of Sacramento?
There'd be more in the metro area, though.
What's the population of Sacramento?
Memphis is only 1.3 million.
Yeah.
Which is smaller than I would have thought for that whole metro area. I always look at metro area. You don't look at the city population because those lines can be defined in weird ways. Like Jacksonville, Florida is like one of the technically the largest cities in America, but obviously it's not.
Sacramento census is saying 535,000.
Okay. I guess that makes sense because Sacramento gets seen as a bigger market than both New Orleans and Memphis.
Sacramento's got over 2.5 million people.
Yeah, I guess if I think about that logically, like it always gets talked about Memphis and New Orleans being the 29th and 30th markets.
Sacramento's metro area is bigger than Nashville.
Okay.
I mean, it's the capital of California.
Apologies to Sacramento.
Nashville Metro.
They don't have any other sports team, so I thought maybe it was kind of a anomaly that they would have an NBA team. But
Nashville Metro's up to about 2.2 million, making it the 35th largest metro area in the U.S. Damn, Memphis, only 1.3 million. It's amazing how it's changed over the last 20 years. You know, Memphis used to be the biggest city in Tennessee.
I think I'm going to stick with my 15 seed over a 2 seed. That's my equivalent. If you want to say 16 over 1, that's fine. I do wonder how embarrassed. If I was on DC United, I'd be pretty embarrassed by this.
Green Bay's whole metro is only 335,000. So Knoxville's significantly bigger than Green Bay. That's just such a unique thing, though. You know, the Packers have always been there.
It's weird because it's like looking at these hoops teams, like there are a lot of places have smaller populations, but I guess maybe they don't need that much of space or areas or whatnot.
Like where?
I mean, we're talking about like Salt Lake City for the Jazz, Orlando for the Magic, Cleveland.
Yeah, but if you look at the metro area, those are very big cities. Those are still pretty big, like quite a bit bigger than us.
All right, and that was talking.
Okay, geopolitical.
Well, I'm just letting you know. I mean, you
talking,
can't just Google the population.
That was talking U.S. Census and soccer with John, Cody, and Bubba. Good job by you, Sam. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half, simple luxury for on and off the course.
Smoky Mountain Brewery is the place to be for game day. From the moment you walk in, it's wall-to-wall big screens, making Smoky Mountain Brewery the perfect place to watch the Vols or your favorite team in action. With locations in Turkey Creek, Maryville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, you're never far away from a great time at Smoky Mountain Brewery. Try one of their world-famous microbrews like Black Bear Ale, Mountain Light, or Cherokee Ale. Juicy burgers, wings that bring the heat, and delicious handmade pizzas made with hand-tossed crust from the freshest ingredients and their own special sauce from a secret recipe, topped off with hand-grated cheese and farm-fresh toppings. And don't forget, those famous microbrews are also available in kegs for your next party or in 6-packs and growlers to go. So grab your crew and head to Smoky Mountain Brewery and tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed.
Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axel Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axellogistics.com.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
Fall fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
I'm reading more about this soccer thing, trying to get a grasp on it. We play Columbus next, the Columbus Crew.
Have you seen this video going around to the little robot cars on the UT campus?
I assume that was from years ago, but is that I saw people memeing that and just talking about that being like recruits headed to play for Rick Barnes. Like that's what is that something that's happening new?
It's just going around again. I don't know if it's a new video or not, but those little food delivery robots, they're funny looking little guys. One of them almost head on with me the other day.
Run it over.
I was turning and he almost ran right into me.
I saw that.
I kind of swerved at him. I said, "Get out of the street, little guy. Get back over there where you belong on the sidewalk."
I saw that Waymo's made its way to Knoxville.
No.
Nashville. Waymo's made their way to Nashville.
Yeah, we talked about that on the show.
But I saw clips. I saw clips of people like
stopping traffic.
Yeah, them blocking intersections.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been in Nashville for a little bit. I've seen them in Nashville. I hope they don't come to Knoxville anytime soon. I imagine it'll still be a while before they make their way here. Hopefully. I wish we could do away with them.
We are a week away from the NFL draft. Tennessee Vol, Jermod McCoy. We haven't really talked about this yet, but he's got some red flags coming from NFL teams. So I think it's fair to talk about that. Since we talked about him being medically cleared. Bubba, did you have that report coming from NFL teams?
Kind of, sort of. I'm not trusting the source here.
Okay.
Because it comes from Tony Pauline of Essentially Sports. And apparently he has multiple sources. That a lot of teams have red flagged McCoy's medical results at the combine.
Yeah.
We could find the teams. The only thing I've seen first is just the Cowboys.
Yeah, I haven't seen a real list of teams that have red flagged him, but basically, like, his medical stuff is going to make him a risk for a lot of teams. Now, you know, that could be a no-duh situation when you're dealing with a player coming off of a torn ACL, but typically we don't look at torn ACLs as a big deal in 2026. But if they're finding that it's just a warning sign for more knee issues to come from Jermod McCoy, that could cost him a lot of money.
The NFL draft grade they give him, though, is a 6.4 prospect grade. They say that he could become a good starter within 2 years, and they grade him an 81 overall.
What is the drama a week ahead of the draft? Because, like, I haven't seen anything new other than some manufactured stuff yesterday where a scout came out and said Arch Manning would be a first-round pick. And Cooper Manning saying that was never a consideration. We were never coming out of school. Outside of that, I haven't really seen any draft stuff other than Mike Vrabel is a coward and, the sad stuff coming out of Reuben Baines' situation. But, other than that, it seems like it's kind of quiet on all fronts.
Aaron Rodgers still not 100% bought in for the Steelers, so now the Steelers are looking at Drew Aller as an option.
And the draft is in Pittsburgh, correct?
Yeah.
So some people think that Rodgers might make his announcement around the draft to give the city of Pittsburgh a shot in the arm. I don't know how much they care.
Oh, just retire, for God's sake.
I thought you came around on Rodgers.
Go away, Rodgers.
You were all about the guy last year.
Go away.
Week 18, play the footage.
Yeah, well, with something on the line.
Sam, you remember? He came in here on Monday Aaron Rodgers, that game was awesome. I've come around on Aaron Rodgers.
It was a good game.
Something about the old quarterback trying to have one last ride.
Yes, I stand by all that. I still think that it's time to retire.
Why not one last ride?
That was the point. That was the point.
That was the last ride.
No, that was the last ride.
It's his last ride whenever he wants his last ride.
That was supposed to be the last ride. That's the whole point.
Have you ever gone on a ride and thought, all right, I'm going to do it one more time? And then you do it and you're like, come on, just one more.
It's time to hang up the cleats.
Could I interest you in teams that have interested in Colton Hood?
Sure.
We have the Chiefs.
That makes sense.
The Jets.
That makes sense.
The Raiders.
That makes sense.
The Seahawks.
That makes sense.
And the Texans.
That makes sense. You know why it makes sense? Because every team needs a really good cornerback for cheap. Every single team in the NFL should want a cost-controlled, young, cornerback, one potential player. And that doesn't necessarily mean those players will draft him, but everybody, Colton Hood's going to be a successful NFL player. And he's going to be a top 25 draft pick pretty comfortably. The other storyline seems to be the Cardinals have started getting linked to Ty Simpson. Now, whenever that's happening, are they saying that's as high as number 3? They think Ty Simpson might go number 3 to the Cardinals? Because a lot of mock drafts have started showing that kind of be a thing. They don't have any other first-round picks, right?
No, they don't have another first-rounder, but
okay.
I imagine that's more of a trade back into the first round or something
like a Lamar Jackson situation.
Yeah.
Because that okay, yeah. You want to get the 5th year for cheap on a quarterback. It feels hard to kind of predict, but that makes more sense. I just kept seeing Ty Simpson to the Cardinals, Ty Simpson to the Cardinals. And I was like, at number 3? That can't be the case. But yeah, if you're saying they trade back into the first round, okay.
Would have been real nice if he had been a Vol.
Did you see him talking with John Gruden this week?
No.
John Gruden asked him about it. Not so much about this year, maybe transferring to Tennessee. But it's like, you're from Tennessee. You should have been a Vol. And Ty was like, yeah. He's like, I wanted to be. It just didn't work out.
Yeah.
So he did kind of double down on I wanted to come to Tennessee.
Be nice if he had. That would have been really.
How much
great.
do you think that bothers Alabama fans? Because I think that Ty Simpson said that multiple times. How he's just like, man, I wish.
Well, the last thing he said was kind of like he didn't want to ruin his Alabama legacy. You remember those comments around the time that there was talk of us maybe getting him.
Yeah,
and we got our hopes up.
Yeah,
so I think they're probably okay with him now.
Yeah, but like Sam's asking, the more he talks about how he wishes he was a Vol, it probably knocks it down a little bit.
Well, we wish you were too, son. We ain't got no quarterback. Hell, we're going to try the freshman out there in year 6.
Maybe that gamble's going to pay off for him. If you're a first-round pick, the gamble probably paid off, right? Even if you go number 30, it's still probably okay. Because to be fair, unlike Nate Ament's conversation, I do think the NFL is different. I do think football is different.
I don't know, man. I don't know what quarterbacks are anymore. I hear such vastly different things on Fernando Mendoza that, like, I mean, that's the guy who's going to be the number one quarterback. And like, I hear everything from he could be, it's going to be great for the Raiders. Great. Mendoza's going to be the future. And then I hear he's going to be like the biggest bust of all time. I mean, I don't know what a quarterback is anymore.
Yeah, and I'm not even necessarily talking about success. I just mean, like, get to the NFL, get drafted, get into a system and try, because you can get hurt in college football and really drop your draft stock. And the difference between being a first-round quarterback and, like, a fourth-round quarterback is astronomical. Like, if you're a fourth-round quarterback, your chances of you ever actually getting to start as the design starter is probably, like, what, 1%? 2%? Maybe a little bit higher, but like no higher than 5%. Like 1 out of every 20 quarterbacks. And when I say design starter, I mean that's actually the team's plan. Not that like you get to start because somebody gets injured or something. Like no one's ever going to look at you and say, "Hey, you're our guy."
What round was Will Levis taken?
Second, top of the second.
Round.
And like we even looked at him and said, "We'll give you a chance," but like you got a very short leash. Like Kirk Cousins is kind of the only one. They're like, or he's the one that comes to my mind. Maybe not the only one, but like. But that even took RG3 getting hurt and him having to win the job there. But they're like, you know what? You're our guy now.
Tom Brady.
Tyler Shuck. Well, yeah, but he wasn't the plan.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts, maybe?
Was Jalen Hurts not second round?
He was the second. He was a later second round.
When did Hooker get drafted?
Fourth?
I think the only one
away.
Active would be Malik Willis with the Dolphins.
Probably. Yeah, but like he wasn't really anybody's
he kind of fell
plans.
into a starting spot.
Yeah, and I'm not saying getting drafted in the fourth round means you can't do it, but like you really have a winding road to do it. So like Nate Ament and Ty Simpson aren't the same to me. Ty Simpson actually had something really tangible to lose. I think Nate Ament, the ceiling where he can get to is much different coming back to college. And the risks are much lower because Nate Ament's not going to fall out of the first round. If he comes back to school next year, he's still going to be 6'10", and he's still going to have some shooting touch. He's still going to know how to play basketball. A team would still draft him in the first round and give him a shot. Ty Simpson, that's different. That's different. Where was Shuck drafted? Was he drafted in the third round?
Fourth round? He was a second rounder too.
Oh, was he? Okay.
I thought, that's what was coming to mind for me.
Okay.
Second round.
I know he was talked about
40th overall.
Where?
40th overall.
Okay. So second round, you still have a chance. They'll still give you a little bit of a runway if you're a second round pick. But yeah, third round, fourth round quarterback, you could argue really, like analytically, I'm sure somebody has argued it, that like a third or fourth round quarterback is probably the worst draft pick you could make. Because the chances of them actually impacting your roster are probably like 10%. Whereas a third round or fourth round running back or wide receiver or depth piece lineman on either side of the ball, cornerback, those guys are actually going to play snaps. The third or fourth string quarterback's probably never going to take any meaningful snaps for you.
Where was Josh Dobbs drafted?
Was that like fifth or sixth round?
He was a later round guy, right?
I want to say like fifth round off the top of my head.
He's been a solid backup.
Sure. But like the team that drafted him, was it the Steelers that drafted him?
Fourth round.
Okay. I doubt the Steelers say that was a draft pick well used. When you consider that some of the wide receivers that have gotten drafted like that late have been pretty damn good.
Can you name the NFL teams Josh Dobbs has not played for?
The NFL teams Josh Dobbs has not played for?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could.
There's 3 of them.
I could, but it would take a while.
Yeah.
How many teams has he played for?
Well, we got time.
How many teams has he played for?
He's played for at least 10, right?
He's played for 10?
I think at least.
My guess was about to be 7, but like that was just off the top of my head.
I'm definitely going more than 7. I want to say it's 10. Now, maybe not actually played, but
you're talking about like being signed to their practice squad.
Yeah, like been there.
Patriots, Steelers. We just talked about those 2. Titans, the Vikings, Cardinals. All right, those are the 5 that come to my mind.
Do you know his name is Robert Joshua Dobbs?
Yeah, they call him Big Bob Dobbs.
Bobby Dobbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11
49ers.
Teams.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like ones he's actually played with, though.
Yeah, so there's 11.
Do you have it in front of you, Cody?
I do.
Can you knock them off for us as we say them?
You've said Patriots, Niners, Vikings, Cardinals, Steelers, Well, there's 10 teams. Sorry.
They paired him up with the Nasty Man. I remember that because I asked him about that.
I thought we said Browns.
Oh, did we say Browns?
Yeah, that was a very brief.
I don't remember saying Browns, but Browns.
It was in my head if we didn't say it.
I remember him partnering up with the Nasty Man, and I asked him about it at a baseball game a little drunk, and he did not appreciate that.
Did you say Titans?
Did you call him the Nasty Man?
Yeah, I did. I did.
How did he
just kind of laughed. He was just like, "Come on, man!" Like,
it's like, hey, I'm trying to watch the game.
No, we were both walking up the stairs in the porch. That was like the one time I was at the porch, and he complimented my shoes, and I was like, thanks, man. Good luck in Cleveland. How you feel about backing up the Nasty Man? He's like, come on, man. I was like, yeah, my bad.
Well, yeah, well, I mean,
Tennessee Vandy. Nice summer, nice spring day out on the porch. What are you going to do? We did say the Titans, though. I think I'm out. I don't think I have anymore.
Jags, Lions.
Lions.
I knew the Jags.
Lions in 2022.
That had to have been like a practice squad thing because I don't remember him on the Lions roster at all.
Yeah, it was probably
Jags.
Pretty brief.
I kind of remember the Jags.
I do
one.
remember that one.
Yeah, he went there after the Steelers, right? I think that was his second team.
He was traded to the Jags for a 5th-round pick in 2020.
Okay.
After Mason Rudolph won the backup job.
Okay.
The Lions, yeah, he was just signed to the practice squad in 2022.
Okay. I mean, he's had a good career in the sense that, like, he's now going to get to be in, like, the payouts.
Think he's a Hall of Famer?
No, I don't think he's a Hall of Famer, but, like, he'll be a Hall of Famer at the bank getting the pension checks every year. Like, that'll be good for him. Like, he ain't going to have to work anymore. Like, he's set for life.
Did you know that you can't, speaking of banks, that you can't just go into a bank and ask them to trade your money for different money?
Like if your money's like dirty?
No, like if you have, let's say
you have like
say you have $400 in 20s and you just want 400s. It is so hard to find a bank that will just give you 400s for all your 20s.
Really?
I had such trouble with it. I finally found one that would do it. But they all want you to have an account. Do you have an account with us?
Okay. Well, I was going to say.
No, I don't have an account, but you're a bank.
I was going to say that makes sense. My bank would do it for me, but I have an account there.
Yeah. Well, they'll all do it. I didn't mean they won't do it. I guess I should have specified that you have to have an account.
Okay.
But it took me like 5. I got to the 5th bank before I could get my. The guy was just like, "Yeah, no problem, man."
It is crazy to me that you don't have an account locally. Like I know you got one in Arkansas, but it is crazy. Like in case, like
I stay loyal to Miss Tammy.
I hear you.
I've been in some pinches before. I've been in some trouble, and Miss Tammy helps me. She always, and I love flexing too, because those girls at the bank sometimes they get a little aggressive, a little arrogant about their. No, we can't do that. That's against our policy. I say, Miss Tammy around there. I say, tell Miss Tammy Cody's on the phone. And Miss Tammy, she'll well, Cody, okay, I think I can do. Let me do this. Let me work a couple things because she's a big dog.
Sure,
she takes care of me.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
hell, I might get an account down there.
Yeah. Well, no.
You think you could refer me?
No, I don't.
You think I can get on her good side too?
I don't think so.
But it is crazy to me you don't have like a local bank just for instances like that, or I don't know.
Well, I had one for a while.
So do you pay a fee every time you use the ATM?
No. I go to Weigel's or.
Well, you're paying a fee at Weigel's.
No, they have a no.
Weigel's has free ATM.
No surcharge.
No, I know,
ATM.
But your bank's charging you on the
$1.
Yeah, your bank is charging you. They don't charge. Like if you go to some ATMs, you get charged on both ends. Weigel's will tell you they're not charging you, which they aren't, but your bank is still charging.
Right. Well, yeah, it's just $1 though.
That adds up.
Well, I don't go to the ATM that often.
Huh?
I don't need cash all that often.
A man with your habits.
Well, I mean, on a special occasion, But at that point, I ain't too worried about the
$1 surcharge.
Yeah,
fair enough.
If I'm spending $600 anyway,
sure.
But
if you, when you went to Vegas, like, how did you get cash out? Did you just go with no cash?
No, I took some cash with me.
How'd you get the cash out? You didn't go home to Arkansas first.
You mean the last time I was in Vegas?
Yeah.
Well, that was just like a couple
mom.
weeks
I'm talking
ago.
about whenever you went like on a bachelor. Didn't you go on a bachelor trip like last year?
Yes.
How'd you get your money out?
ATM. I paid the fee.
Okay, I guess I just think.
But I did at least take the cash up front because I know you don't want to get those ATMs in the casino.
Yeah, well,
they charge you $12.50 there.
I guess I was just thinking about taking more money, but I guess you probably didn't take more. Than
we're playing
yeah.
with different values. Mine's just like a couple $100.
Yeah, when I go to Vegas, I have to go to the bank, and they ask me 20 questions about how much money I'm withdrawing. I'm like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy a car. What the hell do you need to know?
I got 100,000 in here. I want to take 100,000 out.
What's the problem? It's my money.
Yeah, our withdrawals are a little.
I do hate when the bank tries to ask me all types of questions about when I go to get money or go to put money in. I'm like, you're not the government. Just give me my damn money.
Well, they're not the government, but they are like federally backed.
Sure, but they don't even ask what I'm doing with my money. Like, it's my money.
FDIC.
Well, I hate, and sometimes it's just small talk. Like, oh, big weekend. What do you got planned? Don't worry about it. I got a gambling addiction. Shut up.
Yeah.
Mind your business.
I'm sure they have their reasons for it. It's like if you stay at a hotel in the town you live in, they ask you questions. Do you know that?
Well, I mean, that to me makes sense.
But
at the same time, don't ask.
When they look at your driver's license, like if you're staying in a hotel in your zip code, they'll question you
to see if you're like doing like illegal drug making in there.
I guess maybe that's the reason.
I mean, my buddy used to own a motel, or his family did, and people would go there and cook meth.
Yeah,
they'd buy the room for a week, and like they'd find like meth explosions and like all types of stuff. So I mean, it
I
makes
worked
sense.
overnight at one of those kind of seedy type of motels here in town, and the police are there like every night, for something, or every other night it seemed. There's always weird stuff going on in hotels.
Sam, send us a break. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go. Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work-hard, play-hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
The best athletes don't just play the game, they change it. When it comes to investing, Gainbridge is doing the same. Their online platform does things differently because it's designed to put you in charge of growing your own savings. It's intuitive, it's easy, and best of all, it's on your terms. No wonder Gainbridge has earned the trust of 40% repeat customers. It's a better way to invest because it's investing your way. Get started today at Gainbridge.io.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
divided on whether or not we should have given One Knox some airtime. It's worth mentioning they beat an MLS team. I know it's like a huge accomplishment. It doesn't change anything. I'm not going to be out there growing the game and becoming a fan, but like, yeah, it was a cool story.
For the record, to the chat, I would not have given it airtime.
You wouldn't have even given it a mention? Well, hell, you do headlines. You even give Tennessee baseball winning the other day a mention.
Winning what?
Every
time they win something important, it's a Monday topic. It's a show topic. It's not a headline.
But they play. They play.
Well, you want me to give you the midweek result?
You at least, I think it's worth.
Yeah, we beat the College of Oakland Tech.
You don't think it's worth a mention?
13-4.
I know you don't think it's a mention, but Sam, is it not at least headline worthy?
It could, get talked about for 30 or 45 seconds.
The people that care about Tennessee baseball already know.
Tennessee,
they already
took down UNC Asheville 11-1 yesterday. Good job.
Yeah, they already know.
Blaine Brown gets the start. Yeah, but like,
if you care about Tennessee baseball, you already knew that.
You can say that about every single headline.
Yeah, you could say it about every single thing we talk about, technically.
Right, exactly. So, like, that's not
Which is a bigger conversation about, is sports radio really that important?
It is important. People love hearing conversations. I am desperate to hear. I can't find enough content. I keep Googling it. I don't know where to find my content, but
it was a midweek game.
I just want to hear.
Nobody cares.
I just want to hear and read about Hawks versus Knicks. I want all the coverage I can get about it. I just want to hear people talk about it and read about it.
Are you really you're all about it, right?
I'm champing at the bit.
You're all hawked up.
You not see this hat?
Well, yeah, I saw your MAGA Hawks hat, but you're all hawked up, huh?
I'm pumped up. I'm fired up. I'm a little disappointed because I'm not going to get to watch game one, so that's kind of a kick in the you know what.
When do they get the series started?
Saturday.
Now, is that a 5-game? Is that how
you're
they
a
do that?
Sports professional?
Well, loosely.
How do you not know anything?
Well, the NBA changes it every year because they got a F with the Adam Silver. He needs to be fired.
The NBA hasn't played a 5-game series since like 2003.
Well, buddy, I don't know.
2002. You've never been an NBA fan when they've had a 5-game first-round series.
Well, they screw with it all the time. I didn't even know when this play-in started. They started doing this play-in. I don't know if they're doing a 5-game or 7-game.
I really don't think there's been a 5-game series since like 2003.
Okay, well, I mean, I didn't know.
Again, your whole entire basketball
maybe
life.
The early rounds, maybe. Well, to Sam's point, that's probably why it takes 3 months to do the playoffs. I thought maybe they did like baseball, because baseball does the 5-game.
Well, baseball
early.
Baseball does a 3-game series now.
Well, yeah, they switch it up on you. The NFL, they've never done a 7-game series, or 5-game or 3-game. That'd be intriguing. They'll make the Super Bowl a 3-game series. We've talked about that before.
What do you think would happen if they did the Super Bowl as a 7-game series? Do you think viewership would go down?
That'd be really weird as hell. I mean, a 3-game series would be a starting point.
Viewership would go down, though, right?
Well, on a per-game basis, yeah. Total viewership would be more.
Yeah, sure. But, that's always a comparison because when people compare, the NBA playoffs to, the football playoffs. The Super Bowl is, do or die. Every game's a game 7. Whereas the series, you don't really have to watch game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4. You don't have to. I enjoy it.
The NFL really doesn't have to screw with anything. They have a perfect product. They're greedy and want to make more and more and more and more and more.
But to answer your question, it's a 7-game first-round series, and I'm very fired up for it.
Does it begin in Atlanta?
No, we're the lower seed.
Now, is it 2-3-2 or is it 2-2-2-1?
Try again.
Or is it 2-2-1-1-1?
There you go.
Okay. 2-2-2-1. Has anybody ever done a 2-2-2-1?
No, I don't think so.
So it's always either 2-3-2 or it's 2-2-1-1-1.
Yeah.
Cut down on travel if you. Yeah.
The WNBA for a while would do a 1-2. Where the lower seeded team got the first game at home and then the better seeded team got 2 home games in a row. But I think they switched that. But no, I'm fired up for that. This is one of the things I've been looking forward to in sports more than anything. This is like Tennessee, Alabama level for me. This is like Titans in the playoffs level for me.
The thing I'm gathering from the chat is that people really don't understand populations.
I don't understand that either, so I'm not gonna judge. I think you're pretty dumb at most stuff, playoff formats and rules of sports, but like you're my geography and my population guy.
Yeah. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
When it comes to like, that's, yeah.
And you're one of the people I trust more than anybody to give me that information.
Right.
You're my go-to source there.
Yep. And I should be, because I've studied it. I'm very smart when it comes to many things.
I think that's probably the thing you're smartest about, though.
I'm a pretty high IQ individual. I have triple digits in IQ.
That's true.
Which is better than some.
Better than most.
Yeah. It's better than some.
Would you say that's
a little bit unfair when you act like I'm dumb, because just because you're so smart, you know what I mean?
I'm not that smart.
No, but you have a very high IQ.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's a little unfair when I have to be dumb guy, because compared to the average guy,
You're smart.
I think I'm smart guy.
Yeah, I think you're dumb sports guy a lot of times. But it's not
in what regard?
Well, it's not even being dumb. It's
Can
just
you name the last 27 Heisman winners?
No, but we've done that exercise plenty of times, and neither could you. You always fail too.
Yeah, but I'm pretty good at that.
But no, I just mean like you don't know what playoff series or how the series work. You think there's a 5-game
I don't think
NBA
that makes
series.
you dumb. I think that makes you just
Uneducated, ignorant.
Yes.
Well,
having not kept up.
That goes hand in hand. Not knowing stuff.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know that it does. I think those are two different things.
Technically, probably not. But I think people associate not knowing things with being
Ignorance is not idiocy.
No, but people relate not knowing things to being dumb.
You would be ignorant when it comes to studying, say,
geography and maps,
neurophysics.
I'm ignorant when it comes to geography and population.
Yeah, but if you put the time in, maybe you could get good at it.
I don't know if I could. I mean, populations, yeah, I can memorize stuff, but I don't think I could do geography.
I do think people have limitations on certain things.
Yeah, right brain, left brain, all those things.
Yeah.
But no, you're very smart. Well, you're smart. You're not dumb.
It depends on what it just depends on what it is.
Yeah, like you're in the top half of everywhere you go.
I just like to care about the things I care about,
and that's completely fine. That's kind of how
I will ignore other things.
Yeah.
So, like when you tell me there's new NBA rules, because maybe you mentioned that on the show at one point.
I don't think
my
ever
brain
mentioned that
just
it's a 7-game first round series, because again, it's been that way for over 20 years now.
Yeah.
I guess
I know the
assumed you
NBA
would know.
plays 7-game series. I just didn't know if they did the entire playoffs.
Yeah.
Because I know they're looking for new ways to gain viewership. I know all these leagues are doing stuff. NASCAR changes it up on you. Baseball's been changing it up on you.
Long story short, I'm excited for the Hawks, but I won't.
Are you going to go to a game?
Yeah, I'm going to
the first series.
Yeah. You want to go Saturday night? Me, you, in Atlanta. Not this Saturday.
Can we go to Magic City?
If the Hawks win. If the Hawks win, we can go.
Atlanta's always tricky for me.
Okay, never mind. You don't have to go.
It's always a trick. No, I'm not saying I don't. I mean, I like Atlanta. I'm
if you don't want to go to a game, I just thought you might want to go to a playoff game.
Well, how am I going to go?
I got tickets.
You have multiple tickets?
Yeah. I got 4 tickets for game 4.
You're not taking your lady with you?
I got 4 tickets.
I've never.
Me, you, my old lady, and you. No, me, you.
What day is this?
No, me, you, my old lady, and my best buddy
seats?
AJ. No, you don't get 2 seats.
I need 2
You
seats.
like AJ?
I do like AJ.
Me, you,
He's a good
AJ, and
time.
Rachel will hit the town.
I've never been to an NBA game.
This is a playoff game.
I've been to an NFL game, MLB game.
Just think about it. You got a couple weeks to decide.
A couple weeks.
Hour 2 in the books. We'll kick off hour 3 with headlines.
Check out our new and improved website at fanrunradio.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Stephen Malone at Knoxville Smiles. Has it been a while since your last dental visit? If so, I'd like to invite you to come see us. At Knoxville Smiles, it's our vision to provide the best dental care in town in a relaxed, friendly environment. So if it's been a while and you've been putting it off, don't wait any longer. Come see us at Knoxville Smiles. You can schedule an appointment online at knoxvillesmiles.com or by phone at 865-539-1776.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340. WKGN Knoxville and W289CU Knoxville. Fan Run Radio.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
It's baseball time in Knoxville. Your Knoxville Smokies are back in action and back home next week. Join us for a week packed full of fun with All-You-Can-Eat Wednesday, our Knox Vegas Thirsty Thursday with half-off draft beers. Come dance with the Smokies and fireworks on Saturday, and we're halfway to Halloween on Sunday. Woo! What a week. Reserve your seats now at SmokiesBaseball.com.
Knoxville Smokies.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends, everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Talk Sports. Talk Sports. Talk Sports.
Talk Sports. Talk Sports from 7 to 10. Overrated, underrated, a Wednesday. Fan Run Radio, Talk Sports said, not in my house, I ain't talking to Kimbe. Johnny Cody out here asking where the ops at. Tennessee Volunteers here for combat. It's the Cherokee Ghost, John Reed and Cody doing everything we can to bring Rocky Top back. Talk Sports from 7 to 10. Never leave a witness, never leave loose ends. Nico ain't nothing but a nuisance. 2026, we making new friends.
Talk Sports. Talk Sports. Talk Sports.
Talk Sports. Wake up every morning, every day.
Hour number 3, kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Dispatch of headlines brought to you by our friends at SM Athletics. If you have any screen prints or embroidery needs for your business or organization, club, you just got a bachelor trip planned or something, you want to get some shirts made, call SM Athletics. 865-966-3434 or online at smathletics.com. Hour 3 headlines. Cody McClure, Collision Course, right now.
Thank you, John.
Big Dog.
Thank you, Big Dog. Max Homa taking a shot at Sergio Garcia. Says his antics have no place in the game. A bad look for golf.
Does Sergio usually have temper tantrums like that, Sam? Because to me, it felt kind of out of character for him. I know he's whiny, and I know like seems kind of like a jerk, but I don't think I'd ever really seen him like rage out like that.
I was not surprised by that.
Okay.
When it happened.
I don't like when people break clubs. I don't like when people beat up the golf course because we deal with it. And I think the breaking clubs makes us look very, very spoiled, said Max Homa. Calling Sergio out. I don't know where I'd draw that line exactly, but I definitely think beating up a golf course would probably be tops because the rest of us have to play it. So, yeah, that's a tough thing to handle or decide upon because it's so subjective, but he shouldn't be out there being such a little bitch.
Whoa.
No, he didn't say that last part. He didn't say that last part.
I was about to say.
Sticking with golf here, Tiger is fighting the subpoena for his prescription drug records. His attorneys are fighting prosecutors' attempts to subpoena the 15-time major champion's prescription drug records from a pharmacy. They do not want that to happen.
You seen the latest airline news?
Spirit?
Yeah.
Yep. I was going to get to that soon about how they may be going under.
Yeah, it looks like they could liquidate and shut down as soon as this week.
Yeah.
According to CNBC.
I've always said I was hesitant to fly on an airline named after what you would become if it crashed.
That's true. You wouldn't want to go on an airline called Ghost.
Right.
Or Bug Food.
Yeah. I always felt a little weird flying Spirit.
Ashes to ashes.
Yeah.
No, but like, I never fly Spirits. Maybe once in my life.
I have.
I mean, I've done Allegiant. Maybe I've done Spirit once. But like, either way, it sucks that a competitor is going away. Like a cheaper option going away just means prices will be higher.
Yeah, before you know it, Frontier will be gone, Allegiant will be gone.
Yeah.
You'll have to fly one of the big ones.
Well, at least there was somewhat of a win against monopolies with Ticketmaster and Live Nation, where basically they've been, a jury has found them guilty of running a monopoly and overcharging fans. So that might lead to them having to break up and fix things. Now, the administration backed off and kind of let them buy their way out of it, but apparently I think there's like 34 states that kept going on with the pursuit, and now they got a verdict after a 7-week trial that basically said, hey, yeah, Ticketmaster and Live Nation, they don't need to be partners here because they are gouging the audience. They are gouging the customers.
Since we're on the topic of flying, the audio has surfaced of two pilots who appeared to make meowing and barking noises at each other.
Okay, I saw this headline. What were they doing? Barking and meowing at each other like aggressively or just like trying to be funny?
Just trying to be funny. But it is pretty funny when you hear the audio. But the air traffic controller said, you guys need to stop this and be professional. So the air traffic could hear them over the air. That's what they were doing.
Were they just up in the air or was it like during takeoff or landing?
Just dudes being dudes.
If they're up in the air, then I'm okay with it. If it's like while they're trying to like get ready to take off and like they're hearing commands and everything, that's probably not the best time to do it.
I don't know when it was occurring. I would assume maybe. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say.
I assume you have never gotten around to watching the rehearsal on HBO, correct?
No, I never have.
Season 2 is all about the relationship between the pilot and the co-pilot and how a lot of pilots and co-pilots don't get along or don't feel like they can work together. And that most airline wrecks come from like one pilot not being comfortable enough to like overrule the other one when they're doing something wrong. So like he did a big research about this and like unveiled that like most pilots and co-pilots don't know who their partner is going to be until they get on the airplane. Like they have no working relationship. Like you would think it should be like me and you. Like, hey, we fly together all the time. You know what you're doing. I know what I'm doing. We'll go up here. We'll fly these planes together. But
I think you need to put that landing gear down pretty soon.
Right. But like we'd have confidence in each other. Like, hey, I've flown with him for 10 years. He knows what to do.
We're going to need them tires to land, John.
So they discover that these people are just meeting each other for the first time and like aren't comfortable. I kind of like that these two pilots felt comfortable enough just to bark and mew with each other.
Yeah, they're just messing with each other.
That's some team camaraderie there. It was also crazy that like he uncovered that like airlines don't allow like their pilots to like go to therapy at all.
Oh, really?
They view that as like a red flag and that they're mentally disturbed. So like you can't go to therapy and like, so like they are very like lonely, secluded people that don't really
get to talk about their feelings with a therapist.
Well, the FAA's got big rules. I mean, I wouldn't want some nutcase as my pilot.
Well, yeah, but going to a therapist doesn't make you a nutcase.
No,
like if you're being
necessarily.
if you're being evaluated for like psychological damage, or you're dealing with something like something traumatic, okay, maybe just
PTSD from a plane crash.
Like a normal person wanting to go to a therapist just to kind of map out and talk about their life. I mean, I think we, for the most part, view that as a pretty good thing, a pretty healthy thing.
Yeah.
Like when I hear somebody's like, "Oh yeah, I go to therapy," like I just like having somebody to talk to. I usually look at them as like, "Oh, this person's doing everything they can to be in the best mental health they can possibly be."
Well, the FAA is pretty, just based on stuff my dad's told me, they're kind of like the masters when it comes to, like, they're pretty strict, and they got their rules, and you got to kind of abide by them. You can't really skirt around. Like, it's one of those things where, the cliche. I mean, flying's one of those jobs where you can't have a bad day.
Sure.
Like there's not a lot of screwing around.
Yeah, one bad day and you usually die.
Yeah. But it was funny to hear these pilots messing around with each other. And the air traffic guy said, "You guys need to be professional." One of the pilots said to the other one, "This is why you still fly a regional jet." He's like messing with him about he's not able to fly.
You don't get to do the big ones.
The guy said, some guy quoted it and said, "I love these very job specific insults." It's like, yeah, this is why you still fly a regional jet. But anyway, moving on from flying, had some other sports stuff for you here. What did I have? Oh, the Dodgers. Guess how much money they spent last year? Have you seen this?
Spent like on their roster or what?
Well, the Dodgers, I mean, it's MLB's spending record, payroll and luxury tax. So this is their payroll and their luxury tax combined.
I would say it was $800 million.
You overshot it a little.
Okay.
Bubba, you got a guess?
We'll go with 475.
Sam?
I think it's somewhere in the fours, yeah.
Oh, wait, because
for what number?
What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, I guess they get to defer all this money. So like they probably, I guess that's why they got around the $800 million mark.
What'd you say about 470 something?
I said 475.
I feel like it's somewhere around 450.
435.
You should have said 476. Damn. Bubba, you are the winner at $475 million. They spent $515.
That's with deferring a bunch of money too.
$515 in payroll and luxury tax. $515 million.
Okay, so Tripp writes in, says the problem with meowing on the radio is everyone hears it.
Yeah.
So even if you're in the air flying, other people could be landing or taking off. Okay, so yeah. So all those pilots hear everybody's conversation?
Well, you go into different like areas. Like when you're flying, the pilots go into different like zones.
Sure.
And like once you get in that zone, you hear that. I mean, I don't know is specific. Is he a pilot?
It sounds as if so, but
yeah, you're on that like radio network basically. Once you get into the airspace,
so like everyone's on the same CB channel.
Yeah, so they were in Washington. So like once you're in that Washington airspace, then yeah, you're getting all that traffic.
Okay, that makes sense. I guess I thought that you had to walkie-talkie in one way or the other. Like the air traffic control has to buzz you and then they talk, or that you buzz them. And they, you have to hit a button to like communicate. So like if they're just meowing to themselves, like it wouldn't come over. He says he flies for United.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
How about that?
That's gotta be a cool job.
That sounds like a cool job.
Need a co-pilot?
I'd be interested on his thoughts on like what we talked about with not meeting his co-pilot and like no therapy and all that stuff. Like if
that's cool that we have a pilot listening.
Yeah, we got a lot of fans, brother.
Yeah, no, but a United pilot,
sure,
that's cool.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
Don't meow. Don't bark into the mic.
You think he gets mad when you talk about the Delta Lounge?
It's a good question. I mean, if he had a problem with it, he could offer me some free United, flight vouchers.
I would like to know how often flight attendants and pilots,
hook up,
get it on.
Yeah. Because, like, I'm not saying it's common because I would say it's probably uncommon, but it's definitely happened. Like,
yeah, they're around each other way too much.
Yeah, and I know sometimes they have to stay at the same hotel and stuff, and they sometimes travel together and stuff. So
yeah, I don't know.
It's definitely happened.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it happens.
I would say it's more uncommon than common, but
sure.
Who knows? Like, I don't think it's like the Olympics, probably.
Yeah, like I'd imagine most of them are just doing their job. It's like anybody going on a work retreat. Like somebody's going to hook up eventually, but most people probably don't.
It's like you're, for example, like an NFL reporter, and you have a good relationship with one of the head coaches, and suddenly you're just like holding hands at the pool, and you don't know how you got there, but you have to resign from your job. And yet he goes unscathed.
Do you see this this woman at a baseball game, this journalist? She's going viral right now.
No.
Somebody zoomed in on her. She's sitting down there at the TV portion with the cameras, and she's on Chat GPT asking, good question after a tough loss in baseball. She's trying to like get Chat GPT to give her a question to ask at the press conference or something.
Oh, really?
And people have zoomed in on her.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, it is embarrassing. That's pretty tough.
It's been a tough week for #women in sports, hasn't it?
At least with these two.
Now, let me tell you about one going viral. This chick, this girl is the most obnoxious. She's always in my group chat. Have you ever heard
girl in your group chat?
No, we just always send her tweets to each other.
Oh, okay.
Just like, because
kind of like Jessica Maldonado or whatever her name is.
Mendoza, the gambling girl.
Oh, it's not. It's Pamela
Maldonado.
Maldonado, yeah.
Yeah. Who's Jessica Mendoza?
Sounds like somebody.
That is somebody.
Is that the baseball girl?
Yeah.
That's the baseball girl?
Well, no, this girl is Chrissy Freud. Have you ever heard that name?
No.
I mean, she's
Freud.
Well, this
you can't
girl
tell me I wanted to have sex with my mother.
Right. This girl is insufferable.
And then I was obsessed with penis-shaped objects.
Who said that? Freud?
Yeah.
Sigmund?
Yeah.
Well, this is a different Freud. But this girl, they're always sending her in my group chat because she's just insufferable. But anyway,
you got a picture of her? Of her Twitter?
Yeah. Well, it's just, I just told you her name. It's Chrissy Freud.
Well, I can't spell.
But anyways,
I'll find her. Chrissy.
That's a Crissy. Anyway, she's gone somewhat viral as the Daily Caller has done a story on her going after Diana Rossini, like basically calling her out, like calling her like, kind of some woman on woman violence here.
Okay.
Basically calling her a hooah.
What's up?
Saying we've known who you are forever. We know who you really are. And anyway, she goes into this whole deal about how she had sex with JT Daniels. The girl calling out Diana Rossini had sex with JT Daniels. The quarterback, former quarterback?
Sure. The guy that started at USC and then went to Georgia and West Virginia.
Well, that's probably why I thought of his name.
And ended up at Rice.
Yeah.
She hitched her wagon to if you're going to do it, at least let it be Jimmy Garoppolo or a star quarterback.
Well, this girl did a whole interview with the Daily Caller, basically just crapping all over Diana Rossini and the stuff that she's done. And I don't know, it's just some kind of inside drama. May not be interesting to you at all, but
no, I mean it is interesting. But
this girl, on the other hand, was banging JT Daniels.
So is she?
And she's saying that Diana Rossini's the problem with, women in sports.
Was she openly talking about TJ Daniels, or did somebody else?
No, she talks about it openly because she wants people to know.
Well, I didn't know if somebody.
She's a narcissist.
Yeah, I didn't know if somebody called her out.
No, this girl's a total narcissist. She wants people to know she was banging JT Daniels. And then she's got this whole thing about how he was abusive and their relationship was it's ridiculous. She has the most insufferable tweets, but again, this might be a little too inside to my group chat for the general audience.
Yeah, the general audience. I've never heard of this Chrissy Freud girl. Have you?
Well,
Sam?
She's supposedly an NFL insider.
Bubba, have you heard of her?
Oh, she's an NFL insider.
Yeah, Bubba's barking.
Yeah, she's really annoying, but nonetheless, she's trending for calling out Diana Rossini. So,
all right. So careful with that glass house you're building. Let's see.
Yeah, her tweets are awful. But she said it's different what she did because JT Daniels was out of football by the time that they started hooking up.
Then I would say that I view that as different.
Yeah, well, that's what she's saying.
Do you disagree with that?
Not necessarily. I just don't like the girl.
Yeah, I know nothing about her, but like I think meeting somebody, even if she met him while covering the team and they decided to get together, especially after he finished football, like I don't think that's the same thing as Racina actively sleeping with the head coach of a team she's covering.
Allegedly.
Sure. Actively holding hands. That's not alleged. We did see that.
They did hold hands, didn't they? That's probably not all they did either. The New Jersey governor says FIFA should pay for the train fare for people for the World Cup.
Did you see this train fare?
No, I didn't.
Like the people, like, is it in New York? Like, when people, like, hey, take the train, do all this stuff. They're charging people $100 round trip to take the damn train into the stadium because it's going to be impossible to park there, obviously. So they're like charging $100 to ride the train.
That's crazy. Standard fare is $12.90 from Penn Station to the stadium.
Yeah, not anymore. It's going to be $100. And the ticket prices are absolutely ridiculous too.
I think they said that they banned tailgating outside of these stadiums too, which is legitimately impossible.
Yeah, if you're driving there and you're parking. What's the rationale there? They just like don't want people to get in fights?
I don't know.
Yeah, are they worried?
You can't keep Spanish people from fighting one another.
Well, you can.
It's in their nature.
You can at least try to maybe keep them like fighting in the stadium versus out in the parking lot, like drinking and fighting in the parking lot. I don't know. I just didn't know if they said why.
It's part of the tradition. Like that's what makes soccer such a great game.
I just think that it's going to look stupid and from like a TV perspective. You know, you get like the drone shot of the stadium and then it's just nobody out there. Like I feel like there could be a whole nother, 20,000 people out tailgating or something like that, just rowdy in the parking lot watching these games on a TV or something.
Yeah. This girl is insufferable. After scrolling her timeline, I don't like her. I didn't know who she was before, but I don't like her.
Well, like I said, I think it's probably a little too like, what do they call it? Inside joke?
Inside baseball.
For like in my group chat for the general audience to even know what we're talking about.
I think this would be like fall into inside baseball where it's like you gotta.
We've been keeping up with this chick for years. So anytime she says something unhinged, like
somebody replied to her and said, "We don't even know who you are, bro. Relax." I love this one the most. Enjoy my ESPN appearances.
She's very arrogant.
Enjoy my ESPN appearances that are documented online. Best of luck in your career in getting noticed by anyone.
She's just a real see you next Tuesday, basically.
I'm on board with that.
But anyway,
the Kansas City, I'm just looking at this for the World Cup. The Kansas City prices for transportation are nothing.
Yeah, I want to say I saw it just like in New York, but that's where like all the big games are going to be.
Unlimited regional trips from downtown KC to 14 different locations, $5 per day, $25 per week, or $50 for the entire.
Hell, they ought to be paying you $100 to ride that train in New York. I've been on that train. It's a scary place, man, especially at night. You know what they say about the train in New York? If you can make it home from there, you can make it home from anywhere. That's pretty good. I just came up with that on the spot. Bobby Bowden's name has been added to the airport in Tallahassee.
Okay. Good batch of headlines. Anything else?
Yeah, there's so many more, but we don't have time. There's so much stuff. So many just little things that are kind of interesting, but not really.
We'll try again tomorrow. Stick with us. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
For the fans, by the fans, this is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Your tax refund belongs to you, not an identity thief. Over $6 billion in tax refunds were flagged by the IRS for possible identity theft. last year. If you're in a bind this tax season, LifeLock can help. They monitor and alert you to identity threats you'd miss on your own, even if you're careful with your personal information. And if you do become a victim of tax-related identity fraud, LifeLock has U.S.-based restoration specialists ready to help solve your identity theft issue. Plus, all LifeLock plans are backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, meaning LifeLock will reimburse you up to the limits of your plan if you lose money due to identity theft. Let LifeLock help protect your financial info, so all you have to worry about is what you do with your tax refund. Go to LifeLock.com, save up to 25% off your first year. The promo code is HERD, promo code HERD, to save up to 25% off your first year. LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Keep it 100.
You got a little surprise for us, Sam?
Got a couple landmines sent in.
Landmine?
Is it from Jackie Boy?
Not from Jackie Boy.
R.I.P.
I was talking to Jackie Boy this weekend. He was trying to fire me up about the Hawks.
I never talked to him.
Well, you didn't really like him that much, so that makes sense. That's my boy. Jackie Boy's my boy.
I saw him either retweeted or he quote tweeted someone talking trash about DeMar.
I did see that.
We need like a healthy Make-A-Wish for Jack and DeMar DeRozan. Like, hey, I don't have anything wrong with me, but I can guarantee you that I am probably your biggest fan on planet Earth right now.
Yeah, I texted him the other night during a Kings game where DeMar was going crazy against his former team, the Raptors, and he wasn't watching, so maybe he's not the biggest fan. He's like, what are you talking about?
He probably got stuff going on.
I text him all caps. DeMar. He said, what happened?
He had too much, Clemson special teams work to do.
He's a grinder. Jackie Boy's a grinder. Shout out to him. But his landmine is not from him. Who sent it in? A listener?
Yeah.
All right, shout out to them. Let's see what they got. What did they come up with?
Well, we have 2. Do you want to play both?
I'll play both.
All right.
Pick one and let's go. Landmine.
Let's start off with the lowest score on IMDb for TV shows here.
Oh,
lowest
score on IMDb. Do you want to do longest lifespan of animals instead, Cody?
We can do both.
To start off.
Why not both?
Give me the lowest scoring TV shows first.
Okay. Your options are Ted Lasso, Squid Games, The Office, SpongeBob.
You go so fast.
Okay.
If you had your computer,
I'm keeping up.
If you had your computer, I bought you.
SpongeBob number 4.
Easily type it in.
Ted Lasso, Squid Games, SpongeBob, Game of Thrones,
The Office, Game of Thrones.
Severance.
These are all good shows.
Breaking Bad.
This is going to be so hard.
Better Call Saul. Family Guy. And Stranger Things.
Oh, man.
One of these does not belong. Really, two of them. Okay, let's see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
At one point, I've watched all of these shows. Now, I won't act like I've watched a lot of SpongeBob episodes, but the rest of them, I've seen a couple Family Guy episodes from time to time, but the rest of them I've watched.
You're a TV guy, so you're going to have to carry the load here.
Lowest scoring TV shows. Okay.
Which doesn't really work.
All right, these aren't in order actually right now. Should I put those in order real quick?
Say that again, Sam?
These weren't sent to me in order. I got to put this in order.
They weren't sent to you in order?
No.
Well,
do you know what the order is? Do you at least know what number 1 is?
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, we don't need them in order.
Yeah, we don't need them in order.
Well, I feel like it's helpful for y'all to be like, oh, you knocked off 10.
It is a little
knocked
helpful.
Off 7.
Sure. You could
But-
probably just Google lowest scoring IMDb shows or TV shows. So this is the overall show lowest scoring. All right, Cody.
So we're
trying to eliminate the best shows.
Oh, so we're trying to find. So
we want to kick out the best.
So
shows.
number 1 is the lowest score.
Correct.
Oh. Well, that makes it a lot easier.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna rank these as the high. Like, when I tell you that like you've knocked off the number 1 show, that's gonna be the highest ranking one.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah. So we're getting rid of the good shows.
So we don't want to get pick number 10.
Correct.
Okay. I think I understand. We're getting rid of the good shows. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Breaking Bad.
That is number 1. 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say I figured that'd be number 1. I'll go stay in that same universe. Better Call Saul.
That is number 3.
Classic.
Ted Lasso. People love that.
That is safe. I haven't gotten all the way down here yet.
Okay.
My bad.
Season 3 was a dud, but still not enough to put it as the lowest scoring. I kind of feel the same way about. I was about to say The Office, but that's not necessarily prestige TV. Game of Thrones got bombed so bad the last couple seasons. I feel safe. With Severance.
You're safe there.
Okay.
Stranger Things.
You're safe there.
Okay.
Is that not a beloved show?
I guess depends on who ranks them. I thought the last season was so bad it could have brought the whole thing down.
Stranger Things, if you want just like the number, is a 8.6 out of 10.
Do you know where that ranks in terms of what we're doing here? How close it was to the cutoff? Either way, never mind.
It's about 6th or 7th.
Okay. That last season was so terrible, though. I should have got like 3s across the board and brought it down. Let's see. So we got Squid Games, The Office, SpongeBob, Game of Thrones, Family Guy. Squid Games. The first season was phenomenal. The second season was blah. The third season you could say was bad. I'm not going with it. I feel safe, strangely enough, with SpongeBob.
On the precipice, but you are safe.
Okay.
Ooh. See, I would have felt safer with The Office.
And then go with The Office.
And that's where
fine.
I'm going.
The Office ranks tied for 3rd.
People love The Office.
Yeah, but again, it's another one of those things that, like, after Michael left, people really hated those episodes after Michael left. So, like, if you start throwing out 5s and 6s to all those episodes, it could bring it down. We're dealing with the top of the top here.
Yeah. Yeah, this last 3 is going to be tricky.
Yeah, I don't really know where to go here.
Oh, if you get it, that means all the pressure's on me.
Squid, are you rooting against me?
No.
We're a damn team.
No, I hope we win, but.
So we're looking for the lowest scoring TV show between Squid Games, Game of Thrones, Family Guy.
There's so many ways to look at this.
I know. Game of Thrones was so prestige, but man, it had such a bad ending.
But did people care enough to go on IMDb and bomb it? Squid Games doesn't have as many episodes, so each episode's going to be weighed much more heavily. Family Guy has been on forever.
It's kind of an institution at this point.
It is.
But you know it can't be rated like super high.
All right, I'm going to go with give me the Squid Games. No. Damn it.
Oh.
Damn it.
Oh. Game of Thrones was number 2 on this list.
Yeah.
9.2.
Well, it was perfection through 6 seasons.
Yeah.
And then, 7 was also
I should have went with
kinda
Game of Thrones. That was bad logic. Where was Family Guy at?
Family Guy was at 8.1. Squid Games was at 7.9.
Were those the two lowest?
Yep. SpongeBob was 8.2. Stranger Things 8.6.
I'm sorry, I cut the wrong wire. I should
You're a
have.
TV guy.
Yeah, I know. The Game of I let my Game of Thrones discuss go too far.
I mean, because it's still regarded as one of
no, it's not.
As one on most lists. Like
No,
people still put it near the top.
It's been knocked out of most people's top 5s.
Well, Sam just told you though on IMDb. I mean, it's,
Yeah,
it's
but
still as a whole.
I'd
right?
like to see. Yeah, that's a good point, and I'm not sure I knew the answer. Can you go ahead and just rank the show, or do you have to do per episode and then they add it up? How does that work? Do you know?
I feel like you can rate IMDb by the episode.
Well, I know you can by the episode, but I guess you can also just do it as a show overall, though, or does it just go?
Yeah. I don't know.
If you got rid of, if it was Squid Games, you were going to leave me with 2 of my favorites.
Yeah, that's part of the reason I went with Squid Games, just to make you make the decision. I really thought the answer was Family Guy.
With all that lowbrow humor.
Yeah, I really thought that was going to be the answer. All right, my bad. I blew it. What's the next topic?
Longest lifespan of animals on average.
Oh, this is a good one.
Lifespan of animals. Okay, what you got?
All right, we have panda, elephant, hamster, giraffe, shark, dog, lion, horse, cheetah, gorilla. Did I say gorilla already?
No.
And tortoise?
Panda, elephant, hamster, giraffe, shark, dog, lion, horse, cheetah, gorilla. There's 10. Is that it?
Yes, sir.
So we're trying to find the longest.
Yeah, we want the animal that lives the longest.
So we're eliminating the shorter ones.
Damn.
Okay.
Sick over that TV answer.
This is harder than I thought. I was hoping we were going to get tortoise because I would have nailed that one. Do you want me to start or you start?
You can decide.
Eliminate dog.
A dog would be 8th on the list. 8th.
Dog had the 8th shortest.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's pretty safe to get rid of a hamster.
Yeah.
Hamster's 10th.
Yeah.
2 years.
So we're trying to find the one that lives the longest.
Yeah.
Eliminate horse.
Horse is tied for 3rd.
Really?
Oh, geez.
And what's a horse? What's a horse getting credit for? Like 18
25.
years? 25.
That's higher than I thought.
Yeah, I don't feel like the average horse lives for 25 years, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I got
25
my horse
years.
lifespans wrong.
How long did Mr. Ed live?
Did you see where they're bringing back Air Bud? They're rebooting
They're
Air Bud.
cloning him?
Huh? I mean, it does look like him. They're rebooting Air Bud. I don't like that. I don't know if I believe 25-year horses. Now, I won't pretend like I'm a horse expert or anything, but okay.
It says 25 to 30 for a domesticated horse.
Really?
That's longer than I thought, too.
Really?
I thought like 20, kind of.
I'm going to be honest. I really don't know where to go here. I've got something in mind in terms of the longest, which means that if I'm right on that, then none of this other stuff even matters. Eliminate the cheetah. There's no way it lives longer than a horse.
Cheetah's 9th.
Okay.
Well, logically, if we're getting rid of cats, let's eliminate the lion.
A lion at 7th.
Okay. There's 2 I feel pretty good about.
I don't feel good about any of these other than, like I said, I think I have the number one answer in my head. And the number one answer in my head is not panda.
Panda is 6th.
Good guess. Good guess. Okay, eliminate gorilla.
Gorilla is 2nd.
Ooh, that scared me. I was picturing some really old gorillas.
Ooh.
Does it say what the life expectancy is for a gorilla?
35.
Okay.
It's higher than I thought.
With poaching and the way they have to take them out to save the herd, I got to get rid of elephant.
Damn it. I thought that was going to be your number one.
My number one was shark.
Elephant's the oldest, isn't it?
Some of those damn sharks live like hundreds of years, no?
65 for the average elephant.
Those
25
sharks,
for the average
some sharks
shark.
live like hundreds of years?
Yeah, I mean, some. I think are you thinking of like those real old ones that they catch on camera like once a year and they're like, look at this.
It says sharks can live for 400 years. How the hell is it not number one?
The breed of shark was not specified, but I'm inclined to believe that it's like a hammerhead shark, which is
The
around
Greenland shark gets credit for living anywhere between 272 to 512 years. How the hell is it not number one?
I was down to shark and elephant, and I might have gone with you on shark because just ocean creatures are weird.
Yeah.
You know, like
shark and elephant were definitely my top 2, but I would have thought that elephant. Those are some old guys, man.
Yeah,
no,
I've always heard about elephants being old.
I really had no idea what to do with giraffe. I should have eliminated it, but
That's 4th.
I had no idea what to do with it.
So sharks have.
It says sharks live 20 years, which maybe out in the wilds. I still don't believe that though, because like they're like dinosaurs, man.
Well, how can some of them live to be 400 years and others live to be 20?
I think it's maybe the depth at which they live at. Like I think that Greenland shark lives so deep into the ocean that it doesn't really have any predators or anything.
Maybe
like that.
there's
They're
just like
kinda
a
wandering around.
But still, genetically, you would think there wouldn't be that great a variation.
Here's what I'll say, and I'm not gonna ask for a redo, but I think Bubba's right when it says like the hammerhead shark. Or maybe even like a tiger shark or some of that, because those guys are losers. But it says like great whites live 40 to 70 years. The average spiny dogfish lives 25 to 100 years. The whale shark lives 70 to 100 years.
What ocean creature would you want to be if you could pick one?
Great white shark, I guess. That seems the coolest.
I think a killer whale would be the coolest.
Okay, I mean that's fine. I don't disagree.
Because you're the king of the ocean if you're a killer whale.
Yeah, but no one really thinks of the killer whale as the king of the ocean. I think is the great white shark.
No, I disagree.
Did you know that apparently orcas only eat one thing for their entire life? Like certain pods eat certain things. You'd have one pod of orcas that like only eat a certain type of fish, and they'll kill themselves before they eat another thing.
No, I didn't know that.
I get what you're saying because of propaganda, like Jaws and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the killer whale, realistically, is the number one, is the king of the ocean.
Yeah, sure. They seemed real king-like whenever they were trapped in SeaWorld.
Okay, we'll put a killer whale and a shark together in a tank and see who wins.
I guarantee you, if I put them in a tank next to each other,
take your little great white.
I guarantee you,
take your little baby shark.
I guarantee you that if I put them side by side, or I put them at the zoo together, the encampment that has the great white sharks are going to have way more people there watching them. Because
what? You think people are more interested in sharks than they are a killer whale?
If I saw a great white shark at
not.
the zoo or
Absolutely
the aquarium,
not.
I'd be much more into going to see
the
him.
size of a killer whale.
They don't do anything.
People are so much more
They
amazed.
just flop around. No.
Put the pole in the field because I think you're way wrong. I think killer whale is more interesting to human than shark.
No.
Bro, I swam with sharks at the
Not a great white, you didn't.
Golden Nugget.
Not a great white, you didn't.
They had some.
No, they didn't. They didn't have no damn great white.
Big scary looking.
They didn't have a
sharks.
great white. You swam with hammerheads, bro.
There were.
You know what Cody is
There
right
were
now,
other-
Sam? You ever seen that picture of the guy trying to hold up his like dog to
I'm
make it look like
sorry.
a pit bull? And like it's clearly not a pit bull, it's clearly not mean, but he's trying to jerk it up to make it look
I'm
like a
sorry.
pit bull.
On the West Coast, do they do shark watching tours or do they do whale watching tours?
Does the Discovery Channel do Whale Week or Shark Week?
Okay.
Every single year.
Was Free Willy about...
That's the only movie you can name.
That is not the only movie.
Name more whale movies then. And don't say The Whale of Brendan Fraser.
There's so many whale movies.
Name them.
There's so many whale movies.
And don't include your video diary.
Free Willy.
You already mentioned that one.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Nope.
I'm sure there was a whale near Jaws. You're just Spielberg and his propaganda.
It's not just
have
Spielberg,
gotten to
bro.
you.
It's not just Jaws.
There's actually another really big whale movie in that, but
Free Willy 2?
No, I can't think of it.
Free Willy 3, The Rescue?
No, there's a huge whale movie. Huh? Moby Dick, yeah.
That's not a movie. That's a book. No one cares about the movie.
No, but Moby Dick is as famous as Jaws.
And that's also not about the whale as much as it is about the person's hunt for the whale.
Moby Dick is culturally as relevant as Jaws. Thank you, Bubba. Finding Nemo, there's probably a whale somewhere.
They're sharks.
I would be if you put that poll in the field, I would be interested in that. Like, would you rather like the whole idea of SeaWorld, was it not based on seeing the whales?
Because they can't get sharks.
No, bro, you can see a shark in an aquarium.
Not a great white.
Yeah, I bet you can.
I mean, I'm sure you can see a great white somewhere.
I bet the Monterey Bay Aquarium, I bet they have a great white.
I'm sure there's some places that have a great white, but
you can't see a whale at an aquarium. The whale
you used to could.
The whale is the most majestic creature you can see. I stand by that. Sam, what do you think? You more interested in a great white or a whale?
I mean, I was with you. I said orca would have been mine. At least, call him his name. Don't call him a killer whale. Give him proper representation.
Orca or a blue whale. A blue whale would be also.
It says there are currently no great white sharks in captivity anywhere in the world.
I don't see any coolers named after sharks.
Yeah, because sharks are vicious and sharks are majestic, or not majestic. Sharks are just like kind of a mystery.
Yeah, but just because they're badasses, that doesn't make them more cool
I think
to
orcas
see.
are way more of a mystery than great white sharks are.
Let me ask you this: Would you
ask what I would rather be? I'd rather be the badass.
You
just said yourself the shark is more badass. You just said it.
No, just because
you literally just said the shark is more badass. Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. I said just because they're badasses doesn't mean you want to see them more. And they are not more badass. A killer whale will beat a shark 10 times out of 10. 10 times out of 10.
It doesn't matter.
So they are not the baddest creature in the ocean.
It is when it comes to
Would
humans.
you rather see a lion or an elephant up close?
A lion.
I'd rather see the elephant.
Are you just amazed by size?
More so, yeah.
Yeah. See,
I would be interested in a poll.
I'm more into the killing machines.
Can you put a poll out?
You got fingers?
Yeah, but your account's bigger. You get more responses.
Then you'll just say it doesn't count because they're just siding with you.
It sounds like you're scared.
I'm not scared.
It sounds like you know the answer to the whale.
Two things. Not scared is number one. Second of all, I don't care if the public disagrees. I feel very strong about my take. I'm much more, and I think society. I think society ultimately agrees, just based on the number of movies we do about sharks, great white sharks. We have Shark Week.
You would
every
rather
year.
see a great white shark than a killer whale.
What do you want me to phrase the question as?
Which would you rather see?
Which would I rather see, or which would you rather be? Was the question?
Which would be cooler to see?
The original question is, what would you rather be?
Well, we changed it up.
Oh, because you're wrong about that one. You yelled.
No,
on that
I
one?
was not wrong about that one. I would rather be a killer whale.
Then why isn't that the question?
You would have so much better peace of mind as a killer whale because nothing can kill you except for life itself. Like a shark, shark can go up and bite a killer whale, and the killer whale's like, "What is that? A flea?"
Because that's what people want, just to swim around.
Well, you want to be scared in the ocean all day? I wouldn't want to be scared in the ocean all day. Shark has a predator that can get it.
It keeps you on your toes. It keeps you sharp.
Yeah,
that's why it's the alpha.
It's not the alpha.
Though.
It's the apex predator of the ocean.
It's not.
It's not the alpha.
Literally, look it up. It's an orca.
It is not the alpha of the ocean. The
You're
killer
just
whale.
wrong.
You're just going off the biggest, bro.
No, the killer whale is also a killer. There's a reason they call it the killer whale.
Who gives a damn?
Well, you can say who gives a damn once you become wrong about what the apex predator of the ocean is.
And is the lion actually the predator of the jungle, or not the jungle, but the safari?
We gotta do a timeout real quick.
The undisputed apex predator of the ocean is the orca.
Anybody can write
undisputed.
Anybody can read AI overview, bro. Anybody can do AI overview. So that's a break. We gotta go timeout.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life account, offering extra benefits, including bank travel. Experience the trip of a lifetime to Ireland. Explore rolling green hills, historic castles, and charming villages across the Emerald Isle. Get in on the fun. Call 865-429-7935 today.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Hey Knoxville, Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Hi, this is Dr. Stephen Malone at Knoxville Smiles. Has it been a while since your last dental visit? If so, I'd like to invite you to come see us. At Knoxville Smiles, it's our vision to provide the best dental care in town in a relaxed, friendly environment. So if it's been a while and you've been putting it off, don't wait any longer. Come see us at Knoxville Smiles. You can schedule an appointment online at knoxvillesmiles.com or by phone at 865-539-1776.
Coolness matters too.
It's not all about what?
Fighting. Coolness matters too.
I mean, I admit the shark is cool. Like
the shark's cooler.
I still don't think it's cooler. Are you not impressed by the largest living creature in the world? Like the sheer size of it to me would be
it's
like,
cool when it jumps out of the water and you see it fly, but nothing pops you more than seeing those damn fins come out of the water.
I'm watching a video of some orcas just paralyzing a great white shark in the water. Well, he's got no match for
that.
These
seems
guys.
like that seems like it'd be AI.
Well, let's move beyond the orca. What about the blue whale? Because the blue whale is the largest creature in the sea.
I don't want to be a blue whale. I told you my answer. I want to be a great white shark.
I think I've moved the goalpost to just what is the coolest thing to see. Like seeing a blue whale might be the coolest thing. You could maybe tell me that's the coolest thing you can possibly see on this planet.
A blue whale?
Maybe. Like maybe the Burj Khalifa, if you're talking man-made.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, natural, geographic feat. Like I've seen the Grand Canyon. I've seen Yosemite, Niagara Falls. I'd like to see what's the place in Peru? I'd like to see that. It's Machu Picchu. Like there's some great natural wonders, but like the blue whale would be in my top 5 probably of just things I'd like to see.
Well, there you go. You've seen one now. There's a picture. Bubba, what do we miss so far today?
A couple things, but there's a weird story happening for the Islanders as they're under fire as the New York Islanders are facing questions about
they better jump in the water.
Jumbotron promoting, urging. Oh my gosh!
Can this guy talk?
No, he can't.
In English, please.
So the Islanders had a link to help donate to an officer who was arrested of manslaughter for hurling a cooler of ice at a man, and then the victim's family is taking offense to that, saying, "Hey, what are we doing here? We can't be having you guys promote donating to this guy's, cause here because he killed our man, Eric Dupree."
I still don't understand what Bubba's saying.
Me neither.
This is like me talking to Uber support. It's about how that feels. You got any thoughts on the whales, Bubba?
I think it'd be cool to be in a cage with the sharks swimming around you.
Did you guys see that video?
Go to the Golden Nugget
Did you
in
guys
Vegas.
see that video, that local video out of Knoxville yesterday at the pickleball playground?
No.
Oh boy, there was two old men that they threw down. Oh, there's a video. I saw a video. They absolutely beat the hell out of each other.
They got in a fight at the pickleball
Yeah,
court?
one guy. The replay shows. The replay shows he clearly is a cheater. Because like when you play sports like tennis and pickleball, you kind of call your own fouls. You call what shots are in or out.
Oh.
This guy clearly called one that was in. He called it out. And you see this other old man kind of be like, what? And like they're kind of, even the other guy's partner's like, come on, that was in, give him the ball back. But then you see the other guy just walk to the net and flip him off. So then the other guy walks to the net, and then as soon as he does, the original guy that's mad takes his racket and drills the guy in the face with it, and they just swap.
That's assault, brother.
They just throw blows at each other for a good 30 seconds, and then one guy comes up, and you could just see him covered in absolute blood.
How old were these fellas?
I mean, you could see for yourself here.
Okay, they definitely gray-headed. They look to be in
Where
pretty
do I
good
find
shape.
this video?
It's not. I don't know if it's out there or not. I thought maybe you had seen it, Sam.
I see a lot of gray hair, but they're in pretty good shape.
All right, here we go. This guy's calling him out. This guy's like, bleep you. He holds up his finger, flips him
that
off.
guy's probably in his 60s.
Yeah. Walks up, and as soon as he walks up, boom, it's on. He just drilled him.
Oh. Only thing holding him back's the net.
No, not anymore. They're over the net.
Yeah, they're over the net. Yeah. Do you know where this was at?
The only apex predator was
Look
right
at
here.
all these people are running in to break it up.
Yeah, no, it's pretty crazy. Sam, get us out of here. The Tony Basilio show is coming up next. Stay locked in.